I'm live. Welcome to the live stream. Anybody who might be out there watching. Oh, wow, that came up on my TV pretty quick this time. Not used to that. I like the new dark mode that we've got. So StreamYard made some changes since last week. There's a dark mode, which is kind of cool. They also added this. You see this circular pictures. That's new. They also did a thing where I have the studio set up for my live stream, and I've sent out some links. On for people to join. That link will always work for my live streams. I don't have to change it anymore. I don't have to use another one unless something goes wrong. But this studio stays active, and I just create new streams inside of it. Yeah, just a new feature they added. Oh, welcome to the live stream anyway. So new things going on in StreamYard. But real quick, yeah, it doesn't say a circle when you change it, but I got the ramp done for my shed, so I can get things in and out of there now easily. To start, I put a couple things back in there, but I still need to do the what's up, Daniel Berry? Still need to empty out my trailer, but I'm trying to arrange it better. I'm trying to sell some stuff to get rid of it too. So I don't need everything that's in there. I also think I'm going to sell that that Watson bar I have, the 4-point cage that goes in my Mustang with all the parts too. I'm going to sell that. I'm not going to use it. I can't get around to getting the damn thing fixed, much less take time to do stuff. Anything extra. It's a lot of work. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Whoever's in here, say hi. If you don't have the link, my phone just rebooted for some reason. I didn't tell it to. I just plugged it in, and it seemed to have rebooted. I don't know why. I was getting ready to use it to do something, and it's not there. What's up, Dales? I'm getting ready to make sure I sent the link to everybody. I know I put it in the one chat on what do you call that, Messenger. But that's it. But my phone rebooted, and I don't know why. I just plugged it in, and it rebooted. So that's weird. I didn't update anything. I didn't tell it to reboot, so I don't know why it's rebooted. Sam Dung, damn it. Just doing things without even asking. Well, let's see. Oh, that's weird. So the first comment that Daniel Berry put up did not show up in my StreamYard comments. It only showed up on YouTube. That's strange. I wonder why. Let's see. There. I refreshed it. It came up. That's weird that it wasn't showing up there for a minute. I don't know. It's It just my phone's coming back. Not sure how it rebooted or why it rebooted, but it did. Anyway, as far as everything going on here, the cars still haven't done. That's not true. I did pull one part off of the Focus, and that was the cold side pipe, which wasn't hooked to anything other than it has the blow-off valve in it. And I dumped all the water and oil that was in it because it was full of water and oil. That's not a good sign. Then I also turned the thing upside down so that, my HKS blow-off valve could drain all the oil out of it, and it's still sitting upside down draining. It's been a couple days. It's probably done by now, but it was definitely full of oil. So it's just a mess. And every time I go in there, I just don't want to deal with it. I got other stuff to do. I need to get, the stuff in the... I got to get the shed stuff moved because I sold my toolbox and I need to take it to the new owner. But to do so, I got to use that trailer, and that trailer's full right now. So I get a trailer empty so I can load that up into it and then take it with me to work and drop it off there. So get more stuff out of my garage. I also want to be able to take down that rack I have in the garage and put it into the storage shed. But all the stuff that's on that rack doesn't need to go in the storage shed. Some of it needs to stay in the garage. So I got to figure that out. So it's going to be a whole bunch of cleaning and figuring things out, moving stuff. You know, I got some stuff I need to do on the outside of the house. I really need to get that covered porch done, but I know that's not going to happen for a while. For one, it's just hard to do by myself, and I don't know what I'm doing, so it makes it even harder. Building things is not my forte. I'm not so good at it. I do what I can. I mean, I was able to put a door in my garage, and I built, like I said, I built the ramp onto my shed, and there it is, and it works, and it works well. I kind of like it. It's nice to just, the door's closed, no problem, and just drive the lawnmower right up in there now. I don't have to worry about, bringing, because what I was doing was using the ramps from my other trailer, from my flatbed trailer. I was using those, and I left them in there to get in and out of the shed. Well, they took up a lot of space because I just shoved them up underneath the lawnmower. And so right behind the lawnmower, you have the ramp sticking out. So those won't be in there anymore. They're now in their home back in the garage, leaning up against the wall until I find a better spot for them. So, ooh, I don't know why I'm yawning so much, but I am. It's not even that late. It's only a little after 8. So, but I was hoping some people were going to join me up on the panel, but I haven't seen anybody even come in to do that yet. So is Bam out there? Yeah, I don't know if Bama's in here. I don't know if Barbecue Mike's in here. Message them, see if they're coming. I've sent some messages out to people on text, and they haven't even read them yet. So I guess people are busy tonight. So because I sent some of these texts like a half hour ago. So looks like it's going to be a slow night if people don't start coming in. I'm not going to keep the live stream going, but I haven't been putting out a lot of videos or shorts lately, so I got to do something to get views. Live streams seem to be about it for me lately. If I ever do get working, if I ever do get working on my car again, I'm going to try and do a time lapse video of me removing the engine. Still trying on this Kamala costume. Oh God, that ain't right. That's wrong, Dell. Seriously, that's just not right. It's funny, but it's not right. I think maybe I could always dress up as a stammering, waltz, and just lie about everything if I wanted to, dress up for something this Halloween. But I'm probably just gonna, dress in my normal costume of, that normal costume of just old white guy. It's an easy one. I do it every day. Ooh. Ooh. Samsung accessory service. What the hell is that? Somebody hack into my phone or something? It's doing something. I don't know what it's doing. Transferring file, please wait. Talk to your mom. I'm guessing you meant mom. I don't know if he's in here, but that was Bama. He was talking to his mom. I get that. I think she moved in with him. He's helping take care of her, I believe. But yeah, I'm not sure what my phone's doing. Like I said, it's got something transferring now, and it won't even tell me what it is. Samsung accessory service, transferring file. What file are you transferring? And to what are you transferring it? Not a fan of it not telling me. So, oh man. Oh man, I have got to stop this. I was fine right up until I started the live stream. Gonna go look at trucks. What kind of trucks? It won't let you in. Hold on, let me send you the link on text. Damn it. let me find you. You're somewhere in here. There you are. Come on. Oh, I guess I don't have it copied anymore. Oh, that's right. My phone rebooted. Never mind. Let's nope. Why won't you just let me copy? Hold on. It's a whole thing for me to do this. What's up, Kermob? Let me copy. There we go. Now I can send it. There we go. Paste and go. And then we're here. I'm trying to do things, guys. Working on it. Hold on. That. There we go. Got that sent out to a few people more. So is that working for you there? Bama, I just sent it to your text. So hopefully that works. And it's done transferring that file, whatever it was. So I guess I'll find out one day. Hey, how's it going?
What's that?
Volume turned all the way down. There we go. Now I can hear you. I had the volume turned down on my laptop, so.
Whoa!
I was on a page earlier. It was making a lot of noise, so I turned it off. Doing some stuff for my wife. I don't like noisy websites. Ooh, the new race engine showed up today. Nice. Oh, so how's things going with you, Bama?
It's going.
It's going.
For some reason, my volume is really low. I don't know why.
Yeah? Can you not hear me? I guess you can't hear me.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What's
hear
going on? Why?
What's that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I hadn't changed anything, but usually you're pretty loud on my speakerphone, but now I can barely hear you.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's probably mine.
Anybody else having problems hearing me? A little 4.1 liter that could. 4.1 is actually pretty not small. It's more than twice what I have in my Focus, but it's way more than twice the power my Focus has in it too, or had in it. I mean, it tried to do 500. It didn't like it. We'll try not to do that again. Nope, loud and clear. So it must be your phone, Bama.
Think someone will drop out and drop back in and see what's happening.
Sure thing. I'll be here. You at work right now, Mob, or are you at home? And then there was one. It's weird. These used to fill up a lot faster than they do now. Oh, okay. On your channel, okay. Let me go look and see that if I can find it. Brain not working. Yeah. Time I heard you come in. What up? Any better?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. I checked, made sure everything was closed, but some reason.
Ah, I see the picture now. That is Watch Shop Engine Specialist. That's kind of cool. That looks
Oh,
really
you talking about Avatar?
What's that? Oh no, I'm looking at
Oh, okay.
Car Mob's new engine. It's in a bag, but it's cool looking. I just looked up to because the image on my screen here is too small for me to see, but I looked up and I could see what I'm looking at. That's your old car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you pulled the engine out of that thing yet?
Do what?
Have you pulled the motor out of it?
No, I'm still trying to get my mom situated.
Ah. Yeah. I don't have that problem. You're lucky. My mom passed on many years ago. I think it's been over 10 years now. We're right at black and anodized red. Yeah, I saw that. The red looks really cool on it. I could try and show it, but everybody, if you want to see it, go to Car Mob's channel and look on the community tab. You'll be able to see it way better than what I can show here. But let's see. We'll try and show it. Maybe full screen. Oh, well, that's not going to help since I'm bubbled now, but it's still bigger. It's hard to see it really on my camera, but you can see the black and the red. The anodized red parts look really cool. I mean, I like it. And back to here. Oh, that's different. Oh, that is different. Now it's doing that. Ah. So it won't do it when I'm in my view, but when I go to one of the normal views, it turns us both into a circle. I don't hate it. I can see the background picture, the big empty storage shed that who knows what's hiding in the dark depths of the back of it. It's where the monsters live. I will look forward to that video when you put it out. Oh man, I don't know why I'm so tired today. Just wasn't even. I didn't even stay over at work today. I mean, I worked until 2:30. I think maybe a little after. Came home. Normal work day. Yeah, it's my little barn that used to sit in the front of my house. And my neighbor, so it was funny. My neighbor was cutting her grass yesterday, and she pulls up to the gate right there, because I was outside. She pulls up, shuts it off. It's like, I was so happy when I saw you move that thing. I was like, yeah, so was I, because it was really bad looking out front in front of the house. It just didn't look good. I mean, it was nice. It was convenient for the time, but now that I have the door in the back of the garage, it's more convenient for it to be in the back of the house. Not taking up my front yard, not looking weird sitting in front of my house. It's kind of like the guy that had all the cars on blocks in front of his house, except I just had a big shed. And where it sat in relation to my driveway made it really hard to get in and out of it without, having problems because it was so close to the driveway. But now I just got to get grass to grow in the spot out in my front yard. Yeah, it's this is where I originally wanted to put it, but at the time, one, I didn't have the door in. I would have put it in, but two, it was wet back here when I first got it, and you couldn't walk in that area without sinking in. So yes, when it rains, it's probably going to settle down. I might even have to raise the back end up some more because the back end is where it gets the softest. But we'll see what happens. Right now, it's level. I mean, it's not like if you put a machinist level on it, it's probably out of level. But for regular, 4-foot level, it's level. The back's probably going to sink, like I said. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't. Not too much because it's got a bunch of stuff under it. And hopefully it'll spread the load out enough that it doesn't sink too much. But if it does, I'll get back there when it dries out, jack it up, and put more stuff under it until it stops sinking, Pretty easy. But yeah, so I like it. I just got to put all the stuff back in it. And, but I just recently, I just sold I had a GT350 intake and throttle body, and somebody's buying that from me already. That sold today. I just posted it and it sold. I still have what do you call that? I have the bagger for my 0-turn lawnmower, and we lost Bama again. I have the bagger for my 0-turn lawnmower I posted too, but I only sell local. I don't want to have to deal with shipping, and the bagger thing's huge because it's for a 0-turn. So trying to sell that because it just takes up a lot of space because I don't use it anymore. I used it when I first bought it. I used it a couple times and realized I didn't like having to dump the bag so often. So then I just started cutting my grass twice, basically to get rid of all the excess grass. Cut it and then go back over it in the opposite direction. But what's the other thing I got for sale? Oh, I've got the down tube from my wife's EcoBoost, the catless one. Hey, Bama's back. Any better?
Slightly. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Could be your volume knob is the wrong one. I mean, sometimes I try turning up the other volume if I hit the volume up, hit the 3 dots, and then check all the volumes.
Yeah, I checked it on the.
Yeah, but
I've checked all of it. I don't know what's going on.
It's possibly your phone just dying, or the speaker. I don't know. Maybe I'm not as loud as normal.
I mean, it's like I can barely hear you.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's on my end. It's not your end. I know that.
Yeah, that is weird. I mean, I didn't change anything on my end. I am not talking any quieter today. I'm not whispering just to screw with you. Trust me. Maybe you're going deaf. Maybe that's what it is.
No, wait a minute. It just come up for some reason.
I heard it crackle a little bit too when you said that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was going on.
It could be your speakers going. Have you dropped your phone a lot?
No.
I drop mine all the time though, and it doesn't do that. So, I don't know. I'm just coming up with shit. I'm making shit up as fast as I can think it. But
yeah, well, I knew it was something I'd done. Maybe I had cut it down or went into my phone and done something, but all of a sudden it allowed me to turn the phone back up.
That's good. So yeah. Well, what I was saying, I've got that downpipe from her EcoBoost Mustang for sale, and along with it, I have the turbo flange for external wastegate, which is what's required to use it because that's where the exhaust comes out. So it's an external wastegate and down tube, and then I'll even sell the wastegate, but it's going to cost you a little bit more. The wastegate's the most expensive because it's in perfect shape and it's fairly brand new, and it's purple. Mine are all red, so. But yeah, I just put that kind of stuff up for sale. I got and then I'm gonna probably I got to take pictures of it. That Watson, I think it's a Watson or Watley. I don't know. Watson, the 4-post cage for the Mustang that you can buy for the 15 to 24 Mustang. I got one of those, but it comes with all the parts. I mean, it comes with the thing plus the rear seat delete parts and with holes already cut in them and new side plastic pieces that already have the holes cut in them, so you can take all your original stuff out and not have to destroy it. But I haven't how much I'll post that for. It'll probably be one of the more expensive things. But then, like I said, I'm only selling local because that'd be a beast to try and flip that thing. It's heavy as hell. Yeah. So, but just need to get rid of some stuff that I know I'm not going to use. The reason I got it when I bought it. It was part of the deal, the package I got with the supercharger. So it came with the supercharger. So, I mean, I had a full interior change out. I could have changed out the front. I had new front seats, harnesses, the bar, all that. All came in one kit. New pieces for the dash to turn it into the PP1 dash, so it would have had the gauges in it. But I never did that either. I still got the gauges. I've got all that, and I'm just never putting it in my car.
So with me not having no sound, which car are you talking about?
The Mustang.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I'm serious. I couldn't even. It was like you was whispering.
I was, Bam. I was just whispering. That's what really happened. Talking like this.
On my end, I'm taking all credit for that.
Yeah, it happens. You
I mean, it was crazy. I was putting my phone up against my ear and I could barely hear what you were saying.
Yeah, it's okay. I wasn't really saying much worth anything.
Well, I'm
It
just
was
saying.
like listening to Salty talk. Come on.
No, 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 no. That's loud and clear.
I didn't say it, but I wasn't talking about the volume. I was talking about nothing much to say.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
is Salty anyway? I mean, I haven't seen him in the car peep chat much after his 100 rolled toilet paper thing he posted.
He's he's probably still pissed off because when I talked to him yesterday, they told him to come pick his order up from Walmart, and he sat there over an hour and a half. He was getting pissed off.
Oh, he sat there waiting on him?
Well, they kept saying they was bringing it out. They sent him a text, whatever, and said, "Well, come on, you can pick it up at so and so time." And I talked to him for I don't know about 40, 45 minutes, just keeping him company. And uh,
Wow. They had to
next
come out
thing I
and
know, it
tell
was
him.
damn almost an hour and a half. He was getting pissed off. I said, "Hell, just get your ass out of the damn vehicle and walk in and ask what the hell's going on."
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah,
Although I don't ever do the pickup thing with Walmart. Walmart, I go in and do it myself.
yeah.
But I just don't understand why people are making a mad rush for like toilet paper because most all toilet paper in the U.S. is made in the U.S. It's too expensive to ship it.
Yeah.
Made in numerous places around the U.S., so it doesn't have to be shipped far. There's multiple localities. There's in Pennsylvania, Alabama, but down in Mobile is where they make Scott tissue in Alabama.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's the Utah plant. There's one down in Southwest. I don't remember where it was exactly. I guess that's kind of Utah. But yeah, it's like, and that's just Scott toilet paper. I didn't even look up all the other ones. Charmin's also made in Pennsylvania too.
What's that? Angel Soft, I think it is.
It's made by one of the other big. So a lot of these
Yeah.
smaller companies are made by the other companies.
Yeah.
It's there are big companies that like SCA or Essity Tissue. They make a lot of stuff too.
Yeah, we actually made cigars for other smaller companies trying to start up. You know what I'm saying, to get them a heads up,
Yeah. So we've got
and nobody knew it.
yeah. Oh well. But I understand in some places a lot of stuff's out because people were buying it to send to the hurricane relief stuff.
Yeah.
That was the big rush there was people were buying stuff because those people lost everything. And I mean, those people are just trapped in the mountains. How do you figure you're living in the mountains and you get hit by a hurricane?
Yeah.
I mean, it just decimates the area you live. I mean, like, I don't know if you've seen the pictures and video.
Oh yeah.
Just destroyed that place. It's a beautiful area usually.
Yeah.
It,
Asheville. Yeah. It just it's gone. I mean, I
well,
feel for them. I ain't
a
stuck in
lot
the
of
mountains. No house to go to it when the tornado came through. But
you
still,
know,
I understand what they're going through. It was just like you don't even know what to do.
yeah, the roads are gone. The
Yeah.
road completely gone. Like, I mean, nothing left. House is slid. And if your house was fine, you were without power and you couldn't get to anything. And if you didn't have stock of everything, and people with kids and babies up there, and I was like,
Yeah.
watching these guys in their helicopters go up there just to help out at their own expense was pretty awesome.
Yeah. And my aunt lives in St. Pete. She's got power, but she still ain't had no water since day one.
Really?
Yeah, I talked to her about I don't know about 2.5 hours ago.
Where is St. Pete again?
It's right there, just right there next to Tampa.
Oh, yeah. They caught the western side of it or the eastern side of that storm.
No,
They didn't even
yeah,
get hit that hard
no,
compared.
it didn't. It didn't because she sent me video. I could send you a couple of videos of the time when she sent me the videos when the hurricane I was directly across from St. Pete. They was walking their dogs.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, I didn't think it went right across. I thought it was further north when it came in.
It what it did was it was directly lateral to St. Pete. Now the eye was.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? In
Yeah, so they got the
St.
outside
Pete,
edge of it.
yeah, St. Pete is basically an island.
Right.
So, and of course, it was going directly towards almost Tallahassee when it passed her, but then it turned to the east and it
And
went up there through Big Bend and what Perry and all that stuff.
yeah. I was just surprised how much of an impact it had once it hit North Carolina. I thought
Yeah,
it was die down before it got that far up.
yes, but you get 18 inches of rain, there ain't a damn thing you can
No, that's a lot of rain.
do.
I get 18 inches of rain here. I think we're floating away too.
Yeah,
I mean, 2 inches of rain devastated my area. The backyard was just a lake, a
yep,
lake, a lake with waves on it. So I couldn't imagine getting like 5 to 10 inches.
yeah, and 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 and
18,
if you and if you knew the corner where I live at, Tallahassee ain't that far from me.
yeah,
We hardly now we got rain. It was just off and on, off and on, off and on. But
yeah,
it was almost a day and a half. But it wasn't
wasn't
heavy
hard,
rain. But the
wasn't hard,
wind never
heavy.
picked up more than about 25 miles an hour, and I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, that was strange because we were being told we were going to have winds up here up to 20 miles. We didn't get nothing. I mean, we got a little
Yeah,
bit of rain, but it was just normal rain, you know, not enough to say so.
yeah. Because I stayed up. I stayed up pretty late just to keep an eye on it, make sure it didn't turn back to the left.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I got to go to work. They told me I got to work anyway.
Well, it
So
did turn back to the left, but it waited till it was above you.
yes,
It was
yeah.
north.
Went up through
It
the
went
Big
through.
Bend area
It went through
and
Alabama
then went
or
towards
Atlanta too, didn't it?
Valdosta, and then it turned a little bit left, but it went back right too.
Didn't it hit Atlanta pretty decently?
No,
No, did it go around Atlanta?
yeah, yep,
I didn't track it once it wasn't coming to my way. I just didn't I didn't think about it. I I was I was working. I was busy. I had to work. We're in our new building at work now, though, which is really cool. And it's a lockdown building, so I have to badge in and out, or badge in to get into that thing. Kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what we have to do.
It's a nice building too. I mean, they're getting the new sign up front put up. It's not completely done. Like the outside's not completely done. Some of the stuff on the inside's, and it's little things like putting TVs up and mounting things on the wall, stuff like that. And of course the network and the servers and all that. That's an ongoing fight because not only did we move buildings, we upgraded all our servers at the same time. Good time to do it, personally, if you think about it. But it's hell because our IT team is not but 2 people, so it's a lot of work. And I'm just busy doing other stuff.
Yeah, we have to have a badge that maintenance has got their own door, so we have to have a badge that unlock the door for us to go in and out.
Yeah, all of our
Because,
doors.
well, it's tobacco, so you know how that goes.
Oh yeah, tobacco. Yeah, I don't care about tobacco much anymore.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about the FDA and all that bullshit.
Oh yeah, FDA and the ATF and
Yep.
You're covered by all kinds of 3-letter organizations.
Yes, I'd rather not talk about it. No.
The FDA, the ATF, and then the OSHA. They're always around too.
Yeah, we had. I forgot what year it was, but we had every one of them three-letter organizations bust in the building one day. We was working years ago when we got busted.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
busted for what?
Somebody was shipping something they shouldn't have been shipping. I think it was going somewhere to Chicago. Somebody we know.
Well, figures.
A whole, put it this way, a whole container full.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Containers are not small.
No, you got what 52s and what's the other ones? I don't think they had the 64s. I don't think we do.
Do they even have the 64s now in some places?
Uh,
That's. I don't think some places even allow those yet.
I think the biggest
Wow.
one we've got is 54. I think.
Barbecue Mike would know. He's a driver.
Yeah, he would know.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, we got busted, dude, big time. I mean, it wasn't us. They was following it, and we was just
Middleman.
a, a stopping place for it was going up there in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. Women was screaming. You had all 3 letters on the back of their jackets and shit.
Yeah. All 3 letters. Oh, was the FBI there too? The female body?
All of them. All of them. I'm talking about. We're talking about maybe 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
early. No, that's when I start. That's when I eat lunch is at 11:30.
I mean, it just. I was back then. I was running the machine, so I'm just standing there running my machine, and I start hearing a couple of women screaming and stuff.
Would you run a wrapping machine or?
No, I was actually making this at that time. I was making the cigar from scratch.
Ah.
They call it a KDS, so it's a binder, tobacco, the glue, the whole work. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, downhill daddy? Let the taunting start. Somebody read it. The name of the live stream.
Yeah.
I have trouble coming up with names for the live stream sometimes. If I don't have a specific topic I want to talk about, then coming up with a name and I don't know why. Monty Python just jumped in my head for some reason, and I named it. I mean, it doesn't sound, if you read it just normal, it doesn't sound right. It's not go away before I taunt you a second time with the bad accents. And
Yeah. I know it's a long story. I ain't gonna get into it, but one let's put it this way: one of the truck drivers sued him and got quite a bit of money for what they done to him.
Nice.
That was hauling that overseas container. He had nothing to do with it.
Hey, he just picked up a container and I guess when they're and it's probably locked, right, and had the tags on it.
No, I'll tell you how it got started right there. It's funny. Anyway, they back the trailer up, and what they do is you're gonna take a few cartons off, and you're gonna put some of our stuff on there, and it's gonna go to the next stop, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, so they done that. One of the guys, they're taught that if you open the container and you had a couple boxes messed up, you just take the cigars out, put them in a brand new box, and put a new label and stick it back on there so they go to the right place, right?
Yeah.
Well, he went in there like he always did, and the box was messed up. So he's like, "Well, I got to
I
replace the
said
box."
hi, Salty. Jesus Christ! I even sent you a link. Man, he got stuck waiting too long today. He's in a bad mood.
No, that was yesterday,
Oh,
and
see,
yeah,
go
so
on.
he pulled. He pulls the box off, Pinks, and he's going to take the items out of the box and put it in a new box, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so he opens the box. Guess what? There is a uh, some kind of device in there with antennas, and it says DEA.
Huh.
So he goes straight to the office. His boss man says, "I'm going to break because we finna have a problem." And he walks off. The guy walks up and says, "Oh shit!" And by that time, that's when everybody come in the building because they thought that we were going to take that them items was coming to our plant. They was not. He was fixing the box.
Ah.
So as soon as it left the container and went in the building, that's when they come in.
Ah. They said you guys are in part of it.
Oh yeah, they took our safes. They wouldn't allow me to go back in my toolbox. They had to bring my keys to me. Had to leave everything unlocked. They went through the whole damn building.
Salty. Yeah. Hey, I asked him to go on, Salty. He's trying to shut you up, but it's easier when you're on the panel to shut him up.
Salty, you want something bigger than what you got? Come see me.
What do you want, dog? What do you want?
Wait a minute. Salty said I'm long winded.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh my God.
I got a dog growling at me now, or talking to me because she wants to go outside. Let me let my dogs out. Hold on.
So kiss my grits.
Go. Oh, silly dog. I had to get something to drink anyway. That's being complicated. Oh,
Salty, put your donut down and get up there and say something.
yeah. Unless you went back to Walmart and waiting in line still.
Don't get him started on that shit.
Pickup. Yeah, I don't deal with the pickup stuff. I mean, every now and then I'll do something pickup, but it's usually like Sam's Club. And for a while there, I was doing it like Lowe's and stuff when it wasn't something big, just because I'm lazy. Oh yeah, I did Walmart pickup back when it was new, and this is before COVID even. They were doing that. But then I stopped going to Walmart altogether in Washington and started going to Fred Meyer because it was just much closer. And I never used their pickup because I like walking through the store. Because, Fred Meyer there was like Walmart, where they had a side that was groceries, and that was like Kroger. And then they had the jewelry and the electronics and all that. And then they had all the clothing and everything else. And we got another. What up, T?
What is up, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, that is weird the way it did that.
Dag, you've been live for 45 minutes already?
I have.
Dag skillet. I
Yeah,
just got your text about 5 minutes ago.
that's because I just sent it about 5 minutes ago because I was a little slack today at sending the text
That is quite all right, young man. Sometimes we fail to notify individuals as soon as we start because of the anticipation and wanting to do such a great job out here
out.
overtakes that.
Or it just sucks that I have to send the text out now. I can't trust putting it up and penning it
Yeah.
anymore.
Yes, sir. Well, it's good seeing y'all.
8:45. That's a little late. Oh, we got somebody else here that I also sent a late text to. Why is it T's picture on? Why is it cut off on the sides? Oh, you're vertical. That's why.
Who fell down?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's what it was.
who that is?
That's Nate.
Oh, what's going on, Nate? I see it on the big screen now.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
gonna put it on the big screen too. It's easier to
There's
see it.
Nate with no more dates.
What's
Yep.
going on, Dale's Barbecue?
Oh, that's why you're in a dungeon. You're playing that damn WoW game.
Who, Salty?
Yeah. And I talk shit about it, but like I said, for the first 3 years of that game, I played way too much. For 3.5 years, and when I finally quit, I just can't go back to it.
Oh, shit.
I can't play it anymore. But you gotta understand, if I wasn't at work, I was playing that damn game.
Copy
Or
that over.
or I was asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it took over too much of my life.
I hear you.
What's happening, T? You out here laying by the beach?
No, not tonight, brother. I'm just laying back, really.
Yeah.
Been last week, we had an airman pass away, so we picked up the Tuesday shift for them. So I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 13 hours a day, was off on Monday, then worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, another 39 hours. I was a little tired.
Turd. Was he turd?
Yeah, I was tired. So today I got all my little stuff done, uh, you know, laundry and doctors, and went and did a little grocery shopping because y'all heard that the ports are shutting down.
Yeah,
Oh.
I heard that.
And there's a lot of small things that people don't know that are just really going to go out of stock by October. So you might want to check your list, check it twice, and go get it before it's gone.
There's going to be no Christmas this year.
Oh no Christmas. Whatever will I don't do Christmas
What?
anymore.
Because it ain't
So,
the Grinch that stole Christmas, it's Biden stole Christmas.
well, I didn't know that Santa Claus come across the damn ocean on a container.
Well,
No.
that's because the United States doesn't manufacture anything for itself anymore. It's all imported from foreign lands
I
that
will
have
say
no
a
EPA
lot of
system.
our stuff, little things like toiletries and stuff, those are pretty much all still manufactured here.
Yeah.
The like paper towels, toilet paper, toothpaste, deodorant, all that kind of stuff. It's
Yeah.
manufactured locally.
True.
Don't feel salty that.
It's too late. I already told him.
He
I
wasn't.
replied to him in the chat. Did you not
He
see
was.
that?
He
Yes, I
wasn't
thought.
probably. He probably wasn't even listening because he was having to destroy a class 4 demon or something.
Yeah, but then Ferguson decided. Then
Where'd
Ferguson
Nate go?
I don't know. Mike Ferguson decided to come in and try and tell me that we don't make our toilet paper in the U.S. I'm like, yeah, we do. And then I could have sent him links to all kinds of it, but
Sublime, and they don't manufacture the best weed in the world here, bro. It's in Amsterdam. It's that Killer Kush. You
I don't know.
remember
Canada, I
that.
think, will put them to the test too. And
Yeah.
America has some really good stuff now that probably just as good, if not better, than what they have over there now.
Scott, that ain't a bad idea, unless your girls. So green Christmas with Island Girls and margaritas. Are your girls going to be green? Are you going to give them something that might make them sick so you can take advantage of them and have a P Diddy party?
Oh, no, no.
Mm,
We run out of
mm.
baby oil because that stuff
uh,
comes from overseas.
I'm, I'm,
That's where damn the problem's coming up. They can't nobody find no baby oil.
Yeah.
It's all out there in California.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott, I'm just messing with you, buddy. I hope the best for you. There's Nate.
What up, Sublime? I know I saw you. What up, Nate? What happened? You accidentally back out?
Well, I just realized, I can change my avatar picture. Well, then it made me log in, and well, now my avatar picture's gone.
I see that. It's a big N.
Yeah,
N for Nancy. I mean,
big
sorry, Nate.
no,
I think
no.
I think my next avatar is going to be a bottle of baby oil.
Oh,
Oh, it actually let me do it now.
well, it hasn't changed on my end yet. Baby oil? Is that so you can take it up the butt better? What?
No, it just makes Salty happy.
Yeah, that way when
Oh.
they can play tummy sticks.
Shit.
It's just, you can't say nothing around here. No, it was. I did see that. So yes, Tim Waltz is friends with school shooters, and when asked to clarify that afterwards, he basically hid behind his wife.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
The
Now,
funny thing was when
I
they
didn't watch the whole debate. I only watched highlights of it.
when they started fact checking them when they told them there's going to be no
Yeah.
fact checks. They only
Yeah.
fact checks the Republican nominee, not the Democratic nominee.
Oh,
And
but they
then when
did.
asked a question and tried to respond to it, they shut the mics off.
Yes. Yes. And they
Yeah.
said they wasn't going to do that.
Well,
And
and then you get people. Oh, he was mansplaining to it. No, he was just trying to tell you how things work.
how the
If you
real
don't
deal
know.
is that the laws from immigration have not changed since 1990 in the 1990s.
Yeah, I
There
know.
hasn't been no changes. So
No, so it's
ex-
illegal to come across the border
except
illegally.
for what the current administration has allowed them to do.
It's not legal though. The current administration hasn't changed the laws. So who's
No
doing the
say.
illegal thing here? The current administration or the people? Both.
Yeah.
So
You
you can't
know.
circumvent laws just because you want to. I mean, I like to, but
Yeah.
I get
Well,
caught. Guess what? I go to jail.
yeah. If I got caught with a firearm in New York City, I would probably get buried under the jail. But if I didn't have a documentation and no hablo inglés, is no problema.
Ah, no
Este
habla inglés.
pistola bien, no problema. Adiós, señor. Gracias. Un momento. Este
I'm thinking
dinero,
they probably
su
speak
dinero.
Spanish there, so you're screwed.
Yeah.
All you
uh,
gotta do is carry some donuts with you. You'll be fine.
yeah. I got this. Hey, check this response force leadership test the other week. They've already got me out of there with this guy fresh out of the academy and tech school, training him up.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, I feel pretty
Wow.
flattered and honored that you're giving me
Mm,
that right out of the gate like that. That's pretty
it's
good. They got
crazy.
trust in me, so I feel good about that. Thank the Lord.
They trust you way more than I do, and I've known you for a while.
For real, for real. Well,
Ah,
I
kid.
talked to I talked to one of the majors, and I told him, I said, y'all got some really cool airplanes. They look really fast. I said, what's the chances of you sneaking me on board and giving me a little spin around the block? He goes, I love it, son. I'll see what I can do for you.
Well, at least you're talking to majors and not minors, so you must not be a
Yeah.
politician.
No, I'm not. Yeah. One of the colonels, one of the lieutenant colonels, he was busting up when they were moving aircraft out last week. I said, sir, if you need me to, I'll change out of this uniform, get in my jumpsuit, my flight suit, and meet you on the tarmac if you got any pilots that can't get them planes out of here, sir. He goes, I'll keep it in mind, son. I'll keep it in mind.
I would love to be able to fly a plane.
Oh,
Know
yeah.
how to. I don't know how to, so I mean,
I'll just call Salty. He plays video games and
I'd
such. He has a
really,
big
I'd
time.
really like to be able to fly a helicopter. That's my thing. Is I want and I should have gone for, but the problem is when I went in the military, I couldn't become a pilot like I wanted to, a fighter pilot, because my eyesight.
Yeah, same here.
But I could have been a helicopter pilot, and I didn't know that at the time.
Me neither.
But it wouldn't have been an attack helicopter. It would have been like a Black Hawk or a Hugh. And oh my God, that would have been so much cool.
Yeah, it would have been fun.
I'd love to have been able to fly a Black
Yeah.
Hawk. These things are badass.
What do you think about that, Nate?
Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'm into something now.
Oh, that's okay, my friend.
Well, he's got.
I'm trying to remember how to use this.
His attention is somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm not trying to call you out. I'm not trying to call you out, Nate. I'm just trying to include you in the conversation. That's all.
No, you're all good. Trust me. I heard. I was hearing a little bit, and
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to remember how to use my laptop.
Oh,
I think I've got it figured
laptops
out
are
now.
hard. That's what I'm on right now.
Boy, I could say something about that, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
He's trying to figure out how to import 400 gallons of baby oil to his house with not being on the radar.
without coming up on the government's radar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
He's being a
You know what
middleman.
that flags as? It flags as a Diddy party.
Well, I know somebody's probably getting rid of some damn baby oil real cheap right now.
That way they can fund their parties. It's kind of like selling dope. You're like the middleman. I'm the baby oil man.
I'm the
Slip
baby
and
oil
slide and let you glide is what I got.
Oh, God.
No, some of the shit I heard about that today. There's gonna be somebody else other than superstars in trouble on this shit.
Well, Oprah Winfrey has been with every one of these individuals: Bill Cosby, P. Diddy, Epstein,
Yeah.
and Puff Daddy.
And
Or
Weinstein.
the other dude. Yeah.
And Morningwood too, I hear.
Yes. Been with all of them guys. I believe she's got a
I've
direct
always got
connection
Morningwood.
because look at the way she's just grown, and her millions and millions have turned into probably billions.
Oh no,
Tell me she's not into some
She's been a
bullshit.
billionaire for years.
Yeah. She came from a news station in Baltimore, Maryland. Shut the front door.
I remember when she started. She started at was the color purple, wasn't that
Yeah.
her? And she
No.
was about 3 times as high as she is now.
I think that was Whoopi you're speaking on, sir.
That's
No.
Whoopi.
Yeah, Whoopi was in The Color Purple.
Yeah.
So was Oprah Winfrey. Look at that.
She was on one of the TV shows, the morning shows.
No, she actually played in an old slave movie too. I can't remember what the name of it is. I've seen it.
Salty's Revenge.
No,
Come on, Ruth.
no, but she actually did though. I just can't remember the damn name of it though.
Yep, she played Sophia. Oprah
Said-
Winfrey.
Dale
Wait
said
for
Diddy.
Thea.
It's Diddy
That's
oil.
one of her first big things. It wasn't
Yeah.
long after that she got her show.
Oh, when she got her show though, her popularity went fucking crazy.
The Oprah Winfrey show started in '86.
That's what it was.
In '85.
Yeah, she started. She got her own TV show, but she was a news anchor, like in Baltimore.
Was she?
Yeah.
Let's look that up.
Yeah.
Let's look that up now, huh?
Look that up.
Fact check that for me, Pinks.
I'm not fact checking. I'm just looking it up. The
Not fake news.
I'm funking with you, man.
Man, what y'all think about JD's Vance's performance last night? I thought that dude fucking held his own great.
I think he was great. He really
Yeah,
showed.
man.
He really showed that how much more intellectual he is than Vance, and how
Oh my
much
God.
more honest he is, and it's for the country's best interest, not
Yeah.
to line the pockets of certain individuals and
And
to keep in power.
Man, I tell you what, man. I mean, the Republican Party right now, they are all behind that dude. They're saying like, this is the guy. If Trump don't win, this is the guy that's going to be the next candidate that we back. They're all for that dude, man. He's really showed the Republican Party something last night.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think
I thought he done great, man.
I think they're going to spin the state of Georgia around, Arizona with his performance. You know,
I think they've already flipped Georgia around because our oh shit, what is it? Secretary of State here in Georgia came out on the news the other day and was slamming the Biden campaign because they're holding back the disaster relief funds.
Yeah.
and they're not giving it to Georgia
They
after
haven't
they
said
already applied for it.
they haven't said anything about any real disaster relief, nor have they really visited those affected
They
areas
haven't,
to
and that's
show the
irritating.
country we are with you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hell, you got NASCAR drivers, you got big YouTubers and all that. They're
Yeah,
using their money and helicopters and stuff,
yeah.
flying stuff
Yeah.
in to help the people and stuff, and the government ain't doing shit.
My
Well, no,
friend
the
lives in
government,
Western.
actually, at least I know the National Guard was helping.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but you haven't seen like we should see. We haven't seen Biden, we haven't seen Kamala, and that's supposed to be the two highest seats
Where's
in the
really
country.
and where's
But
FEMA?
well, because they haven't released the funds for FEMA to come out and do anything.
no, you know
That
why? Because we're too busy sending it to fucking Ukraine.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's one of the things our Secretary of State come out and was talking about.
Yeah.
Said that the government has not released the disaster release
Why?
funds
That's
for
what really
Georgia
bugs
in
me.
particular. You know,
Why
I don't
the
know about the other
hurricane was
states. It
happening?
was just ours that was on the news that was speaking.
Why the hurricane was happening? They were giving, being happy, and here's to Ukraine, and Zelensky was over here getting the royal treatment. And
Oh yeah.
Yep.
dude was
Well,
a
he's buying his
comedian.
wife a
Wasn't
Bugatti.
he just a
I heard.
comedian like 5 or 6 years ago?
Hell, we got another one fixing to come on. We got another one brewing now, dude. Another big one.
What,
Oh, we
Iran
got-
and
No, another hurricane. There's two more out there.
Yeah.
Francine?
Yeah, I mean, there's another one too. I can't remember what the
Biden
damn
made it to
dude's name.
Asheville today. Wow.
No,
Yeah,
there's three of them out there, but two of them's gonna pass us by. The one out in the
yeah,
Gulf now may be a problem.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what they're saying. We're
Dale,
keeping an
Dale
eye on
said
that
that
one
Biden
too.
was in Asheville, North Carolina today.
Oh, he was? He must have
Yeah,
took
they
it.
must have got him there when he was taking his test.
I guarantee you, he don't remember being there.
Now
I
that's
don't think he
funny.
remembers much anything.
That's funny he's in Asheville today because I know a little something different about where one of POTUS's planes are at.
Yeah, I imagine you do.
Well, they have more than one.
Well, they've only got
whichever one he's on.
they got two of them.
Yeah, I can't give you OPSEC out like that. I won't give that
Oh
out.
no.
I know
Don't expect you
personally.
to do that, buddy. Don't
I know
expect you to do
personally
that.
where one of these planes is sitting.
I know they also have more than two of them.
Yeah, they got more. They got more, but
Way more than two.
yeah, that's a really neat aircraft too. There's a lot of public information about that aircraft and how it operates and what it can do and everything. Yeah, it's very, very pretty. It's pretty fucking
Well,
wild.
if you've had it frequent the base that you're working at yet, have they done the same thing to you down there that they do to my brother? When Air Force One lands at Warner Robins Air Force Base, everybody on the flight line, everything has to leave the flight line, go inside the hangars.
Oh,
They
there's a
cannot
lot
allowed to
of
leave the hangars or none of that shit.
yeah. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. It's funny because I made friends with one of the Secret Service agent down here. He's like, oh man, I used to work with alongside you guys up in DC. He's like, oh, get out of here, man. Blah blah blah. We were going back and forth. So very interested in things that have to happen when you have a asset such as that in the area.
Yeah, they stop at Warner Robins all the time to refuel, is
Yeah.
what my brother Ronnie says. He says he can look out his office window, he can see the plane, but he's not allowed to go anywhere out on the flight line. He said nobody's allowed on the flight line except for the people that are maintaining the plane and the security. Everybody else has to leave the flight line.
My buddy works in Robinson. That's funny. I have a friend of mine is a police officer up there.
Well, there's two of them. You know, we got Dobbins Air Force Base, then we got Warner Robins.
Yeah, this is Warner Robins.
Okay, that's the one right below Macon.
Look at okay, this is a totally different subject. Look at the grass on the background picture. Look at my grass and look at all the ruts I have in it from the truck that put that there.
Yeah, I'm sure you got to remember that's a heavy ass truck towing a heavy ass building. So
actually, the truck wasn't that heavy. It's just an F-350 dually. We lost Nate again. Or no, it wasn't.
No, Bama.
It's the ground so soft.
No, Nate's learning what it's like to be married. Boy, it's time to get off that damn phone. I need some attention.
Bama just cut out.
He got
it wasn't me. That was Bama.
Yeah,
Bama must be figured that out.
There he is. Back. That's that. He's dropped a few times.
Bama, quit looking at links. You damn dude.
I did. I hit it. Now my damn volume's gone again.
That's what you say.
The only links that you look at salty are sausage links because it reminds you of your favorite
Yeah,
singer.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I've noticed something. Speaking of sausage,
Sausage
I
link.
just had bratwurst the other day for dinner. I made some cheddar brats.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that I go to the store, and even at Aldi, I can never find knockwurst. They have bratwurst all the time, but they never have the knockwurst.
They're a little bit harder. I think
And
there's
I like knockwurst, and it makes a really good dinner.
Probably
yeah.
good. They're probably at damn Costco at least.
You
I would
got
think.
Kroger. You got
Costco's too far.
Kroger or Public.
I've been to Publix, and I can't find them there.
Yeah, I
And
didn't see him at Publix, and I rarely ever see him at the Walmart.
no, they're never at Walmart.
Yeah, I never see
And I
him
know they're
there.
not super popular here because people don't know what they are.
But you know what I did?
They're white, and that probably
Yeah.
turns people off. They're white,
Well,
but they're
that's
really tasty.
well, knockwurst is a fatter, shorter one, kind of like Salty's Penis.
Yeah.
And Weisswurst is a real white one. It's a little bit different texture. It's got a little bit more
What,
parsley
Weisswurst?
in it. Weisswurst, yeah.
Weisswurst. Yeah,
Weisswurst.
that stuff. That's okay
Yeah.
too. I'm not as big of a fan. It's got more of a. I mean, I don't mind the flavor of it, but it's not as much. I like that more for, say, a snack than for
Yeah.
a dinner.
You know where you might try? Is there a World's Market near you, Pink?
No, I don't have a World's Market in this area that I know of.
Yeah, maybe in
I did.
Huntsville or
I
something.
mean, I used to when I was in Washington. I could get them at pretty much any store I went to. But
Yeah.
I didn't buy them a lot then because I could always get them. You know,
Exactly.
one of those things. When you can get it, you don't think about it. When you can't,
Yeah.
you kind of want it.
It's
I was-
like craving
I made the
craving
brats
Chick-fil-A
the other
on a
day, and
Sunday.
I did them simple. You know, I cut up some onion, threw it in the pan, a little bit of butter, a little bit of olive oil, got that started, and threw the brats right on top and covered them because I didn't feel like my grill's filthy right now. I got to clean it, and I didn't feel like cleaning it before cooking. So, laziness.
I'll tell you.
I really like the way the onions caramelize and they kind of stick to, and it gives them such a good flavor.
Yeah, it breaks down the sugars in the onion.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you, Salty has always got the cleanest grill I ever threw my meat in. On.
That's actually one thing I don't eat is damn bratwurst. I've never cared for them.
Really?
Nah,
Hey,
never
you know
have.
what else is you know what
Never
else
have.
they just brought that back at Aldi's. If you like sauerkraut, try red kraut, which is Blaukraut in German, and it is good too. Blaukraut.
That's
It's
a hard pass on me, brother, because I don't eat sauerkraut at all.
Yes. It's
I like
sauerkraut.
sauerkraut, but I do not like blood sausage.
You don't? Yeah. Well, this is called Blaukraut, and it's just a red cabbage, and it's a little sweeter, but it still has that that little bit of bite from acidity. You know.
I was thinking the red. I've heard people say it's sweeter, which is the way my dad likes it. My dad's girlfriend's able to make it. She
Red
mixes
kraut?
no, she does regular sauerkraut, but she puts in I forget what she puts in it, and it takes not all of the tartness away.
Yeah,
it takes a lot of it. I personally don't like it. I want it the sour, the better.
I like it exactly. I like it sour. Now they have the red cabbage stuff, and I've had it in Germany.
Yes, that's it.
They served the sauerkraut at when I was at the Hofbrauhaus, and I got the big pork thing. They served the red sauerkraut with it, and it's really tame comparatively. It's good. And it's also served warm, and it's not bad. It's just not. I prefer the regular cabbage sauerkraut with as much sour as possible, and I got a lot of that while I was in Germany too.
Well, you know what you can do too is you can take some Granny Smith onion, cut up a little Granny Smith onion, and put it in there in the sauerkraut, and a little bit of. You put a little bit of bacon in there also.
Granny Smith onion. I never heard of one of those. I heard of Granny
apple. I'm sorry.
Oh, say you said onion. I was like, where the hell they grow that motherfucker at?
Granny, cut up some Granny Smith apple, put it in there, put a little bit of bacon in there.
That's good too. Yes, you're talking apples and kraut.
Apples, and then put a little bit of bacon in there too. It is like
I've had that. I've had that in Germany, but I don't think it was bacon per se. It was just pork.
Probably pancetta.
I do
Which
like
the same, which is bacon.
I like a good schnitzel. with some spatzel
Yeah.
and kraut.
Oh, I love spatzel. Spatzel and like a Jaeger gravy, which is a little bit of tart. And they use my uncle used to send them over to us wild mushrooms from Germany.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
That
great.
sounds good.
Damn, I'd starve to death at y'all's house. I don't eat none of that shit y'all talking about.
I miss being in Germany because the food there is so good. And then, you know, a lot of times, like when we were in Germany and France and stuff, we'd go to get stuff for lunches and stuff, and we just buy bread and cheese and sometimes some meat, but cheese, a lot of cheese,
Yeah.
a lot of soft cheese, and a lot of cheese that most people in here probably wouldn't like.
Well, have you ever had the German cucumber salad?
Yes.
That's really good too. I enjoy that. Nate, that's
Kind of like
something
the
that
hot
you're,
potato salad.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's
and the
good
hot
too.
potato salad,
Oh, I love that stuff.
bruh.
That
And the
German potato
spatzel,
salad is definitely different than any other potato salad I've had before, and I
but
really like it.
the Jaeger, my grandma used to make it for me all the time,
I
Jaeger
don't know that
schnitzel,
I don't
and it
know
would
that I've
have with the
known the
spatula.
name
I
of it.
got a spatula maker.
Yeah, I buy a spatula in a bag from Aldi and just cook it. It's already pre-seasoned, like
What the
flavor.
hell? Well, y'all explain to me. What the hell is spatula?
It's like an
It's a
egg
noodle.
Spatula.
noodle,
What is that?
but very dense.
It's
And
a
it's
What
a,
is it?
dense egg
and
What
noodle.
is it again? I'm sorry. Say it again.
it's an egg noodle, but it's very dense, and it's just like a short dropping of it. It's not a long stringy piece. It's a
Hmm.
short dropping. It's very good.
And generally,
Okay.
it's flavored. You'll get mushroom spatula, you'll get onion spatula, you'll get just regular plain spatula with butter, which is good.
Yeah.
Um, Garlic and butter goes well on it too, but not so much in Germany. They don't do that, but I do it here. But
Nein, das ist verboten. Du Dummkopf.
no, it's not. I do what I want. It's
Du bist dein verrückt.
so spatzel's basically German's noodle. It's
Yes,
their
it
noodle,
is.
but it's a side dish usually. It's never a main course thing.
No,
Usually, it's
you
usually
know.
served like I'd get a lot of times I get schnitzel and it would always come with spatzel.
Yeah, schnitzel is a very big side for schnitzel or some of the pork
Yeah,
items that they use because they used to have a lot of wild boar,
yeah.
and
Pork's a huge thing over there.
that's where they hunt wild boar and pheasant and birds.
Mm.
So
Yeah, like I said, the only thing that I was ever offered, and I tried it. I tried to eat it. I took a bite of it. Was the blood
blood
sausage. I
blood
couldn't.
first. Yeah, blood
It's just
first.
I tried it. I took one bite. I did not like the taste of it. I didn't like the texture of it. Never tried it again.
Yeah, it's a definitely a little of acquired taste, but I'll tell you one thing that I love, and my brother still he'll if he goes up to Schaefer's, this German store in Baltimore, when I come back, he'll give me some liverwurst
Oh,
and liverwurst, onion, mustard on bread is like bang.
so it's liverwurst, but I know it by a different name.
Yeah, I'll pass on that shit too. I don't eat
I love
liver.
Braunschweiger,
liverwurst. I used to
brown
buy it in the rolls, the
yeah
big rolls of it, but they don't call it liverwurst at that
yeah
point. They call
Braunschweiger.
it the Braunschweiger, which is I used to love it, but I can't eat it anymore because it's bad for me. It's
Mm.
not good for you. It's tasty as hell, and it's got iron and vitamins and shit in it, and it's good in that regard, but it's really fatty
Yes.
and
Hey
it's
Dale's.
cholesterol-y.
Yes. There's a really good recipe. I think it's like on professional cooking for German cucumber salad. Because my grandma used to make it all the time. We grew vegetables in a garden, and we would go back there and pick the cucumbers, and she would make that. And oh,
Wow, you grew vegetables in a garden. I always grew them in the toilet. That's what I was doing wrong.
vegetables.
I
Yeah,
told my kid we had
yeah. Me and
we
my
had a
me
quarter
and my
acre garden
grandma,
in the
we used to do a
backyard.
lot of gardening together. I mean, the
Liver shit
whole
in a tube.
yeah. We did a lot
I,
of gardening together. I enjoyed it.
I watched something earlier. I was watching a show earlier today as Nobody Wants This, and um, the story was fed something. And it was chicken liver pate, which I love chicken livers, and chicken liver
Hmm.
pate is okay. It's not nearly as good as goose liver pate, but it's good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she was like hours later, it's like I'd really love the recipe for that because I'm still tasting it. I'm like,
Oh, I tell
I
you,
love a good pate. I haven't
I've been
had
I've
on
it.
a
had I've had
been on the
braised
damn
duck
road all
hearts
day.
before. Braised duck hearts. It
Oh,
tastes.
really?
They taste. I'm not lying to you. It tastes like prime beef.
Really?
It's crazy.
That's weird.
Yeah, they
Duck,
are
I love
so
duck.
good.
So duck is really good. So
Yeah, I do love duck. We used to have duck or goose on all the time. My grandmother used to cook a lot of goose.
duck, duck, goose.
Well, she
Yeah,
yeah, she used to cook a lot of goose during for Christmas and things like that.
Yeah. You know, it was funny. So I was when I was in China, just speaking of fowl or bird for we had dove for New Year's, and it was, oh my god, it was so good. And these are like, it was a big dove, it was huge, but it's like a special thing. They only do it
Yeah.
during certain times of the year, and like for New Year's for that one meal. And oh my god, I saw it before they chopped it up, and it was a live. You know, it was live when they got it. It was a really pretty dove, but oh my god, it tasted so good.
Yeah. How many people remember Family Vacation? Fa ra 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 ra. Oh, no, that wasn't Family Vacation. That was a Christmas story. Was it Christmas Story?
Christmas
Boy,
Vacation.
Yeah, Christmas
tell you, if
Vacation.
you
Fa
get
ra
that
ra
shit
ra
wrong, you
ra
gonna
ra ra ra, and the
you
goose
get that
still
shit
has his
wrong, you
head
gonna
on it.
pull Sublime right out of the damn chat. He gonna come up here and say, "No, no, no, you're wrong." You know how Sublime is.
You're wrong. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't send him the link, so he can't.
Yeah, Sublime.
Oh, you didn't send him the
Won't
link.
admit it. He won't admit it, but he likes pineapple on pizza.
I like
Terrible.
pizza.
Pineapple. Period's terrible.
Oh,
You
I
don't
Oh,
like.
I
like
love
pineapple, Nate?
pineapple, dude. I
Not
love
even
pineapple, dude.
remotely.
Man,
See, everybody's got their
pineapple
own
on a damn
thing.
ham in the
That's the
oven.
whole
That shit's
thing
good
with,
as hell, dude.
you know, with people hating pineapple on pizza. A lot of people hate it because they were told to hate it.
No,
That's right.
I don't
There are
like
people that hate it.
pineapple.
I know if you don't like pineapple, that's totally understandable. Because there's certain things I don't particularly care for, and I just don't eat them because I don't want them. But pineapple on pizza, I know people who have never tried it and hate it because they were told that it was a bad thing.
Or it just don't sound like it's supposed to be there.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like
You know
me.
what I mean? They're
I
like,
don't
pineapple on pizza. That don't even sound right.
I don't ever order it, but if it's ordered and somebody gets it, or if my kids or somebody wanted it, I'd order it for that.
That's the same. That's same for me.
I always eat at least 3 pieces of it.
I enjoy it.
I also like,
Hawaiian pizza.
There's a good cheeseburger pizza I get that has pickles on it.
Yeah.
And the more pickles, the better. And it's the same thing. It's that sweet savory thing.
I'll pass on that one because I don't eat pickles. So.
Well, I know my Sam's Club here, they put the Kinder cherry chipotle barbecue sauce on sale for like $3 a bottle, and they also put a Japanese barbecue sauce on sale. And barbecue Mike, what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to cook up a piece of pork roast and marinate it in that barbecue sauce, the Japanese barbecue sauce, but I'm also going to add a little bit of pineapple in there with it to flavor
I like
it.
what barbecue Mike just said. Pineapple
Yeah.
and banana peppers on a pizza with ham and onion. Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
See,
Okay,
even
yeah.
like pineapple, like I don't know why I don't like it. Like there's just something, the taste just doesn't work. Like people that cook a ham and put pineapple on it, it ruins the ham for me. I mean, I don't. I'm sitting here trying to dissect. Why don't I like pineapple? And there's just something about the taste.
I don't like putting pineapple on ham most of the time myself.
Oh, I do.
Just because that's not the way I like to cook my ham. I'll eat it if it's got it on it. It won't stop me. I love it. But I generally like to do more of a plain ham without a lot of stuff on it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
we done got to the point down here. We're lazy now. We don't even cook our ham no more. We just go to Honey Baked.
I go buy them.
We go to Honey Baked ham store and say shit. Now that's what I've been doing with the turkeys for the last couple of years too. I've just been buying the ham and the turkeys from Honey Baked ham.
But I still prefer a good, just regular ham.
Yeah.
Smoked maybe, but just ham.
Just a regular ham is great. I agree, 100%.
As long as Salty's got meat in his mouth, he's fine. It doesn't matter what
I'm only fine when my meat's in your mouth.
Whatever. That ain't never happened. It never will happen. Stop Wake up. This ain't World of Warcraft.
I really want that pizza Mike just described.
All
right, there, Bama. You have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, later.
See you later, Bama.
Night, Bama. Hey, I'll tell you what.
With pepper jack cheese on
if you ever come down here, I'll take you to this place over on Beachside that makes some bomb diggity pizza, and we'll get. I normally get the Hawaiian pizza from there, but we'll get that. Like you want it like that, we'll do that on there. Shit,
What
too
up, Mr.
good.
Mach 1? How's it going?
Oh,
What's up,
Mr.
Mr.
Mark
Gary?
One.
How you doing, sir?
If you want a link, let me know and I'll send it to you. Otherwise, I'm not gonna spam your text.
Nice to see you, Mr. Mook One.
Mr. Mach 1. It's
Oh,
like
Lord.
Das ist das.
long like bear.
Do you have the documents, Mr. Mach 1? So I get this email, well, these alerts, right, through the base that'll tell me, hey, this is going on, this is going on. And if you don't answer the phone, they leave you a voicemail. Well, my voicemail says, hello, death of Hitler. There is a alert for a water spout 10 miles nautical outside of the airbase. I'm like, thank you, death of Hitler. What the fuck?
Damn.
Yeah,
Death of
yeah.
I
Hitler.
showed my sergeant. He just started cracking up. I'm like, yeah. I said, well, I'm going to the shower. Do you want to go?
Guys ain't right.
He's like, oh, you fucking Hessler. What the
I like
fuck?
that. Mach 1's smart. Hey, guys on the panel. Hey.
Hey, guys on the panel.
So how you liking it down there now that you've been there for a little while there, T?
Yeah, I'm doing great, Salty. Praise the
Not a
Lord.
problem.
They threw me with a guy fresh out of school. I helped train him
I'm
up
going
the
to
other
grab a
day.
drink, guys. I'll be right
And
back.
they threw me out there on the airfield the other day by myself. And they're just really entrusting me with doing things. And I'm just like flattered by it and humbled by, hey, thank you for the trust and confidence you got in me to make sure that I'm not going to things up.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. I was telling my brother about that job and stuff like
Yeah.
the one you
He
got and stuff.
probably knows.
Yeah, he knows all about what you do.
Yeah,
He
he
already
knows
knows.
all about
He,
security
yeah,
forces.
he was sitting there telling me. He goes, yeah, he's got a good job, but he's got a busy one. He goes, there's a lot of responsibilities that he has.
Yeah, there is, and I appreciate that they give it to me and allow me to do that. Mach 1 says he's tired.
Hey, I am too, dude. I have been out on the road driving all damn day long, dude.
I'm gonna call him
I was so happy to get back home.
Salty. We're gonna have to change his name to Mach Snooze.
Mike Snooze. Dude, I
I'll
drove
tell
40
you.
something. I drove 40 something miles a day just to go look at a gaming chair that I was going to buy. And I get over there, and the picture you seen on Facebook, it didn't show if it had wheels or not. So I just assumed it was a gaming chair that had wheels on the bottom of it. You can roll
Right.
around.
Yeah, you can kind
I
of
get
slide
over
it
there.
down.
Yeah, I get over there. It's like got a stool on the bottom of it. I said, dude, I'm sorry, man. I hate to waste your time, but I said, I can't buy that chair. I said, that ain't, I said, I need something that rolls around. He goes, well, you could always make something. I said, no, you could always sell something that's got wheels. I said, or take a better picture and put it on Facebook so I
Yeah.
won't drive 40 miles to see that shit.
But look, I know I drove 40 miles. I don't want to disappoint you. I'll still suck you off.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah,
They make a gaming chair. They make a
yeah,
gaming chair without wheels.
yeah, evidently they do. I seen one today. This some bitch not only did it not have wheels, but this some bitch had speakers, damn LED lights, headphone plug-ins
Oh,
inside.
I've seen those.
I
Okay,
was like,
yeah, those are
damn,
meant
it's a
to go.
badass fucking gaming chair here.
Those gaming chairs are like meant to go. Aren't those meant to go on like a gaming setup, like for
Or you're talking about like
flight
oh
sim?
shit. No, this is like this got like a stool on the bottom of it. Like it's got like a barber stool that holds up the chair. It's just got a
Well, that's
round base on the
weird. I
bottom of it.
mean, I guess. I mean, if you're a stationary
I mean,
gamer,
that's the first one I ever seen.
that's
I was
what
like,
that
damn, I
is.
ain't never seen one like this before.
Mach
It was
1, I work
badass though.
13 hours a day.
Yeah, it was badass today. I mean, it was badass when I seen that. I was like, damn, I ain't never seen a chair like that. That something's cool as
Never
hell.
seen it.
12-hour days there, Mach 1. Oh, that's
I work
yeah.
13 hours,
Yeah,
Mach 1. I know what you mean.
them 12 and
Tough
13
some
hour
days.
days, them damn things ain't no fun, man.
Nope.
I
It don't
feel for
matter
both of
what
you
you
guys.
do, whether you're doing physical labor or sitting behind a computer. It really doesn't. And
It's
and
just
I
a long day, no matter what.
when I didn't work on a computer and I worked out in the shop or I worked out in the field, and I'd be like, yeah, those guys on the computer, screw them. They long days, my ass. And then I started doing it, and I realized that, you know what? It wears you out.
It does,
Computer all day. For one, your eyes get really tired.
That's wild.
man.
My
You think,
You have
avatar
you
went
have like a
out.
damn stress headache, like right in the front of your damn
oh, God,
forehead too, man.
shit. Today. I got to the point where I just said, screw it. At 8 hours, I went home. It's like,
I don't blame you.
It's the first 8-hour day I've done in a while. And I worked, I only had Sunday off. I worked Saturday. I worked a full day Saturday.
Oh yeah, did y'all finally get moved in?
To our new building?
Yeah.
We're working on it. I mean, I'm moved in. I'm done, but I guess Friday we're gonna, everybody's gonna go help get all the rest of the little things over. And it's the stuff we're moving over now is stuff that needs to be gotten rid of.
Oh, I hate that, Pinks. I know exactly what you're speaking on. It's like, why don't we just empty this shit out and just trash it now?
Well, the thing is,
yeah, exactly.
It needs to be sold. It needs to be sold because it's expensive stuff. It's like machinery that we don't use. It was a company he owned at one time, a machine shop, and they don't have it anymore. But these things need to be sold. They're worth money. You don't just want to throw them away. Oh, your eyeballs hurt. You've been staring out down.
That's like I told him at work one time. They're like, they're gonna fire you. I said, slaves can't be fired. They got to be sold.
Yeah,
exactly.
I gotta wonder. So,
that's funny as hell.
A lot of product. Is this strike going to affect your job at all, Mike? Or do you transport stuff that's just made here and sold here?
Mikey says his eyeballs hurt.
Barbecue Mike. He drives a semi all over the
place. Yeah, of course.
He might need to get glasses.
Yeah.
He probably don't. Mike's like probably the rest of the truck drivers out there. He don't give a fuck where that shit's made. I just want to know where I need to pick it up and where to drop this damn shit off.
Yeah. Well, I know, but I'm just saying.
That's 99% of all truck drivers. They don't give a shit what's on the back of that truck.
It's like when I played football.
I'm wondering if it's going to affect them because it's basically the entire East Coast ports down into the Gulf are all shut down.
Well, the one in Miami is still open.
Is it?
No, Miami shut down, so.
That's not what they said yesterday. Now I don't know if it's changed, but they said they got a week to comply or whatever, and then if they don't comply within a week, they're gonna shut it down.
I believe it's down, bud.
No, okay, well you could be right. It could already be down too.
Showed every one of them. I saw a map that showed all the ones that were on strike, and one was on strike. It had the names to all the ports. And
see, they're not only on strike for the wages. They're on strike from hearing all the damn illegal immigrants beat from the inside of the containers. That's the shit we never heard about, but that's the shit that's coming out on the news now.
Furniture out, produce back. So you're good. Most of our furniture, a lot of furniture is still made in the U.S. Not all of it.
Well, Trump said it the other night when he was on his thing, and I remember this for a fact because I used to live there. High Point, North Carolina, used to be the furniture capital of the world.
It was.
Yep.
Yes.
And they still make a lot of furniture. Like that's where all Ashley furniture still comes from.
Thomasville and stuff like that. Yeah, I agree,
but yeah, it's not anymore. I mean, I will say that their production quality has gone downhill a little bit.
Well, the production capital of the world is in China. Period. That's where
you're in North Carolina.
Yeah, I'm just talking about for the entire world. The production capital of the world is in China because the whole world buys their shit.
Yeah, well, we need to stop doing that. We need to bring it back to America, and corporations just need to learn to pay people.
Well, yeah, but there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot more to that and all. But the government's got to stop putting such high taxes on companies so they can afford to come back and build their shit here. Yeah. That's the reason why they don't. Trump even said it in his damn speeches that he goes around and gives. He's like, look, man.
Where is that your furniture then? Because I swore it was in North Carolina. It may not be High Point.
Well, there's another thing going on too, is kids inherit these businesses from their parents. They don't reinvest the profits that they make and don't reinvest in tooling or newer equipment.
No, they spend the
exactly.
Money.
Yeah, they don't reinvest back into the company.
They sell the business, and they're rich and they don't have a damn thing to do for the rest of their lives.
Exactly.
And it's not
So it's a,
even the kids that inherit it. It's the actual, a lot of business owners that think, oh, yeah, I can do this. And they just take all the money. Gee, I wonder why a bunch of small businesses close down. It's because they're not smart enough to reinvest anything. Only the ones that reinvest survive.
Yeah, you have to
yes.
reinvest back into your company. That's the number one rule of thing being in business. You
And
got to reinvest back into your company.
I learned that from a financial gentleman who worked out of Phoenix for years. He was a big financial
Hey,
corporate
look at this.
gentleman, and then he lost his position when the economical crisis came in 2008. So he taught economics and things of that nature, and they were like,
Really?
"Yeah,
Aren't they asking? Sorry,
you're
Gary.
Sorry,
Aren't
fine. Yeah, I
they
Keith.
see
asking
that."
for $5 an hour for the next 6 years? $5 an hour raise every year for the next 6 years for a $30 raise. So they'll be making $69 is what I think it is.
$39 an hour. That's pretty damn good wages, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I 100% agree
That
with
is.
you.
Now I know, I think on the West Coast they're not on strike because most of the West Coast ports are automated now.
And I think that was another big thing they brought up, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me if there's any ladies in the audience, but that was another thing they were saying. They don't want
Yes,
their
that is
jobs to become automated.
That's more math than I wanted to do in my head, Gary.
Well, that's the whole problem. They don't need to become automated because
Look,
the more
downhill
automation they
daddy.
have, the more jobs that
Well,
humans are
exactly.
not
That's one
required
reason they're
for.
on strike. But the problem is, you go on strike long enough, they'll just automate the ports out from under you and say, "Fuck you."
That's what I'm
They could,
saying. I mean, we don't need the automation, just like we don't need electric fucking cars. That's just two
and
things we don't need.
and just like South Park, they took our job.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I mean, yeah, technology is good in some aspects, and in other aspects, it's just some technology is killing jobs. I mean, that's just
Hey,
the way it is.
and
Yeah,
Downhill
I
Daddy
know the
just put
West
it in the
Coast isn't a
chat.
part of it.
Downhill Daddy knows what's going on, my friend, mi amigo, mi compadre, mi hermanos. Eso está bien, más o menos. Mucho trabajo, no chingo dinero. ¿Tú sabes, señor?
Full force liberal state. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, look, you need to quit talking about my mom in language I don't understand.
No sé, no mamacita. No hablo about mamacita.
Hermano.
Mi hermanos, Downhill Daddy. That's one cool dude, man. I was so blessed and fortunate to meet up with him and drink a couple beers and have some good laughs with my brother from another mother.
He's a really nice guy. In fact, he started defending something I said because I asked a question as a non-welder in his job, and somebody's like, "Well, if you need to ask that question, you're too." And I was like, I wasn't offended by it at all, but he's like apologizing for the guy, and I'm like, "You
Yeah.
don't need to, man. I wasn't offended by it, but he's a good guy. He's a straight up just good guy."
He really
I
is,
just want to
man.
know, T, did y'all drink Bud Light or Miller Light?
I can't remember what we drank. We drank a little bit of everything, bullshitting, cutting up, having fun.
That's all that matters, man, as long as you're having a good time. Well, just out of curiosity, has anybody heard from Charlie lately?
Downhill. I spoke to him about maybe a month ago.
Who?
Yeah, I've been
I
needing
believe
to
it was,
call.
I believe
Go
it was about
fast,
a month ago.
go
Oh,
fast.
yeah,
I've been needing to call. I've been needing to call him, but
he
I keep
usually
forgetting to
calls
call him.
me out of the blue, and I haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah, I
Hey,
hadn't heard
that's
from
right.
him.
We did do some shots of Patron Downhill.
It was Miller. Yeah, Miller.
Oh
I would
yeah.
think you'd be drinking Miller Light. That's the light I drink, but I
Oh.
usually drink the ultralight now. But
Well, I
Ken,
spent many a nights on the live streams, boy.
reports to get
Damn.
to us. Yeah, I saw that. That's what
Well,
Ken said.
like I said, I spent many a nights on the live stream. Damn, DD was just slamming those damn Miller Lights.
Oh yeah, I've done it plenty of times. I'm
Oh.
always. You guys realize that I am constantly drinking on my live streams.
Yeah, I see
Sometimes it's
Street
water.
Slayers on Facebook. That's about it. I haven't spoken with him either. It's probably been about a month and a half since I spoke with the Slayer. And
I only see him on Facebook too. I message him on Facebook every now and then.
you
Yeah,
know
we
who else?
don't hear from Mo Slayer very often, much anymore.
So it was funny. Mark Mustang. He lives near y'all, Salty. You know his real name is Mark.
Mark Mustang.
Oh, you
Yeah.
talking about damn? Hold on a second. Oh my Lord, he lives right here in Columbus, Georgia. I know exactly who you're
Yeah,
talking
you
about.
know who I'm talking about. I remember
Uh,
me and him drinking beer, and we're drinking Miller Lite. He's like, "Give me another one of them dirty white
Proline,
boys, King."
Proline. You're talking about Proline.
Proline,
That's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, downhill. It was good
Didn't he
stuff,
just move
man.
recently?
Well, I know he was getting his house ready,
I know he was
trying to
getting
move. Now,
everything sold off so he could move, but I
I
don't know
don't
if he
know if he
moved.
actually got moved or not.
I don't ever see him in the live streams anymore.
Well, he went back to work. You know, the doctor released him. He went
That's
back to
right.
work. So
Yeah,
He's a conductor again, right?
yeah, he's doing some work
Engineer.
again, which is good for him. I know he loved it, and he was kind of bored sitting at home.
Oh
he was
yeah.
talking about that on the live streams too. He said,
Yeah.
"Man, I cannot wait to go back to work. I'm bored to
I
death."
saw something really cool the other day because I have this channel that I watch every now and then. It's about trains, and it's this Loran a rail grinder, but it caught something on fire. But it's really cool because it came back and put the fire out.
Huh.
One unit. It's got water in it and it has hose. It's a really cool little thing. I didn't realize they did that they go around and grind the rails all the time to make them smooth. Not all the time, but you know.
Well, I imagine they have to because sitting out in the weather and shit, I'm sure the steel gets
Yeah.
pitted and shit like
That
that. So they have
and
to
with
go around and
the
grind and
weight
stuff.
of the trains and everything, it damages them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little grinder, so it's got like side skirts, and you can see the grinding going on, like it's like sparks going everywhere. So they're spraying water at the same time, but then like a fire caught a little bit away, so they have another water spout that's higher that shoots out further, and they backed up, put the fire out, and kept moving.
Well, you know
Have a
who's
good
going to
night.
probably dream of firemen and fire trucks right now is Mr. Mach 1 because he's sleepy. He go to bed
So bad.
and he dream of firemen coming with their big hose to spray him down.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I got to figure out a weekend to get down there. I really do. I need to
Oh,
know a
pigs!
weekend
Yeah, I would.
off
Hey,
soon.
y'all remember Byron Saxton, right?
Byron Saxton.
He had Byron Saxton. He has a California Mustang
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
14.
yeah, yeah. I remember him. I remember him.
He's getting married next weekend, and he invited me to the wedding. I'm going to his wedding next week.
Where's his wedding at?
Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Well, shit. We should all just crash wedding crashers.
Wedding crashers. There you go. Hey,
Damn,
Country
that's a
Bubble.
dude I hadn't seen in a live stream in a long ass time,
Yeah,
man.
he's been working a lot, and he got his girlfriend Tammy, and I think she has a child or two. So he's been doing the home life and everything like that. But he's like, "Hey T, here's your official invitation to the wedding, bud."
I
I'm
don't
like,
know if you
"Shut the
guys have
front door."
noticed.
I bet that was cool just out of the blue, get an invitation. I bet that was
That
bad.
is,
Awesome.
I'm very very thankful and blessed about that. That was
I
really
don't know
cool.
if you guys have noticed, but lately there's not near as many live streams as there used to be.
No, there's only about yours.
I said that to you yesterday, Salty. I was like, I
Yep.
wonder if everybody's still alive. There wasn't one live stream all week.
No.
I did
Yeah, I
mine
forgot we did talk a couple
and
different times yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was it. I mean, I think somebody else did one on the weekend, or did I do one this last weekend?
If you did, I wasn't part of it.
No, I don't think
No,
I
I
did.
don't remember.
No, you didn't.
I think somebody else started one, and I just said screw it.
I think the last live stream other than yours was Gary's. Gary went live for
and I missed that one. I completely missed.
Yeah, matter of fact, it was Gary.
I caught Gary's live stream in repeat because I missed it because I was sitting here chilling with the wife watching TV.
Yeah.
We were watching some shows, but now we're like caught up on all our shows, and we just finished another one off today, which I'm like, it needs another season.
No, I just got my show just got a new episode put out today. I'll watch it here in just a little while.
I haven't seen Funky. Not only have I not seen him because he hasn't done a live, other than his chip reviews or his snack reviews.
Yeah.
He hasn't been doing lives, but I haven't seen him come in the lives either.
Hell, he hadn't even been putting out videos. He's been putting out shorts, but no videos.
Oh, he's been doing the snack reviews.
He hadn't been putting out videos on his car or doing no mechanic work.
No, because his car's done.
Nah, his car ain't done yet.
It's done. It's mostly done. I don't know. I guess he's busy at work again, or just tired of YouTube.
He could be tired of YouTube, because you got to remember he had to start all over. He lost all of his subscribers, his views, and every damn thing.
From that person showing the ding dong.
I think he's already got his stuff back to almost where it used to be. And
Yeah, but
and
I don't
he
think
will
he's
post
got
that.
his videos back and his subs, but I don't think he's got his views back. Because you
Uh,
go back and look at the views on his videos, man, he don't.
I
They're not nowhere near as what they were before. I don't believe.
Yeah.
work and barbecue. Mike says work. Work's got him
Hey,
going.
he
It
probably
Yeah.
is
really
working.
picks up this time of year. It gets busier.
Mike knows
You
because Mike keeps in good contact with him and lives relatively close. And excuse me, Dale, I have forgotten. What is your 20, good buddy? Ken Ford, come on back.
because I know what he does for a living. They make foam for boats. So
Yeah.
They make foam
I'm at.
for. Is it just for boats or is it for multiple?
I
I've
think there's a
always just heard him
multiple
say,
things that they utilize it for.
yeah. I thought usually you hear him when he speaks. He's always we're doing it
Well,
for
yeah, I know
boats.
it's mainly
So
boats, but I think they do it for other stuff too.
they
Yeah, I think
probably do. I mean, I don't see why his company would limit himself just to one thing. So
He's
yeah,
another
yeah.
Michigander.
copy that, Dale.
You're in northern Michigan, though, right, Dale? Or are
Better
you
be
in?
glad you wasn't in the southeast, buddy, last week, because boy, there's some people down here still having a hard time to go with it right now, buddy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can never remember where he is in Michigan. He's told me before. I've asked before,
It's
but my brain does not remember things.
it's
It's like a
OPSEC.
sieve.
He's
It
keeping OPSEC.
I'm telling you,
just,
hey, tell you when's the last time you seen a storm like that?
I mean,
Actually go the way that
theater
summits
seats.
went.
Yeah,
I've
that's
been
it. I knew it was. Sometimes it was theater seats. They do it for too.
I've
I
been
haven't
in
seen one move like that in a long time, dude. I mean,
I've
it's
been
What?
in
been
like Maryland. Maryland had some things, and I've had a couple. They've cut through the bay, cut up into the bay, and it
mhm.
wreaked some real havoc. But individuals there, just like individuals everywhere, they are not prepared for any type of thing that would not enable them to run to the store and go get it if they needed it.
I know. I mean, I'm just saying the way this storm tracked and the way they had the
That was a
path
weird track.
projected.
It did not follow what they said it was going to.
Well,
No,
Me and Bama were talking about this yesterday. It's just this storm. I've never seen a storm do what this storm done
they've been cutting
because
east.
on the east side of the storm, it did not seem like it had a whole lot of wind and a whole lot of
Now,
rain. It seemed
you're
like it.
talking on the west side of the storm. The east side of
No,
the
the
storm, they
east
did
side of the
get it.
storm. Well, the east side of the storm is what you let's see. You know what? I think you're right. I think I
It
got that
is
backwards.
because
I got it
my
backwards.
niece lives in Tampa, and she was
Hmm.
out of power for 3 days.
All I'm saying is I've never seen a storm like this hold the rain from
Uh-huh.
one side to the other because you know the west side didn't seem to get as much rain as the east side of the storm. And
Well,
usually the rain is all the way around the damn storm,
the big
but it
thing
seemed like it
too.
held it over Georgia most of the way.
Mhm.
And then when it got to North Carolina, it just dropped all of its rain.
Oh
You
I was
know,
like,
yes,
this is
that was
fucking
weird.
another
ridiculous.
thing,
I never seen
gentlemen, if
that
you've
before.
noticed, the jet stream is going in a different pattern and going in a different way. The
Yes, it
magnetic
is.
north has shifted a few slight degrees and it's thrown the jet stream off because you look at traditional jet streams across the United States, it kind of cut through the Midwest. Now it has a further dip in the south and cuts
Yes,
up. So
yes,
that's what's
exactly.
probably pushing that and lingering it there because of the pressure coming in from the east to the west, and then that jet stream pushing it and holding it
Oh,
in there
mercy.
and consolidating it. I'm not a weatherman, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Select.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. I'm just saying.
Holiday Inn makes the
I've never
best.
seen a storm hold the rain. Don't get me wrong. We got
I
rain. You know
have
what I
seen them
mean?
do that
But I've
before.
never seen it hold the rain like that, and I've never seen it move the way that storm moved. It's
But
crazy the way it
wait
moved.
until it got to the mountains. I understand why it dumped the rain there because when they go over when a storm goes over mountains, they dump everything.
Yeah,
I'm used to that in Washington because it would dump rain on the east side, or I mean, sorry, the west side, and then it hit those mountains, would dump anything else it had, and then would go on to the west side, and they'd get nothing.
wow.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
see, that's I can understand it from where you're at up there in that part of the country. But down
where it
here,
was. Yeah,
traditionally, that don't happen down here. It
that's
was
true.
just it was a weird thing the way this storm
Usually,
worked. I've just never seen one do that before.
Yeah,
I mean, the last time North Carolina got hit hard, it came in from the East Coast, and it was that was
No, okay. Yeah, it came in from the East Coast. Yeah, it went up
yeah.
the Atlantic
yeah,
and
it
came
came
in.
up through South Carolina and hit it because it hit me, and that was
Well,
back when I lived there. That was the '80s.
Well, Dale, if you ever get down or want to get out of that weather when it gets real cold up there and come down here and visit, you got a place to stay with me. So do you, barbecue
I
Mike.
will
You already
say
know
where
that.
he's at isn't so bad. It's in almost the south, most south you can get in Michigan without not being in Michigan.
And he says he's right on the Ohio border.
He
I
is.
may have
He
been
is.
through there.
I thought he was in the Hudson. He's close to Hudson.
Well,
But
Dale, does it carry over from Ohio to where you're at? Are y'all eating dogs there too?
no. Like mostly cat. Come on,
Well,
mostly cat.
you know what's messed up about that, Salty, is my neighbor come around the other day. I said, "Hey, what's going on?" "Oh, nothing. Have you seen my little dog? My little dog's been running around." I said, "I remember you having one." "Yeah, well, I lost it." Well, she goes to the neighbor's house. This Asian guy answers the door. She goes, "Excuse me, you seen my dog?" He goes, "Your dog? Your dog named Fluffy? Your dog have juicy hind leg."
It's crazy,
uh,
man.
You ain't right. You ain't right,
It's
Pete.
crazy that there's a place in America that fucking eats dogs. It's just I don't understand
There
that shit.
isn't a place in America that they eat dogs on a regular basis. Not Americans.
There's a fucking place in Ohio that's they love that shit.
well, that's
I can't
because of the
remember the name of the damn little
population.
town up there, but
They're
damn,
not
Springfield.
American, Salty. They're
They're
immigrants in
Haitians.
from another country, and that's part of their customary traditions and what they
well,
would
you know,
eat
I just
when they
said
don't eat
I didn't
food.
say people. I said it's amazing that there is a place in America where they do that shit. I didn't say
Well,
people.
it's not that it's just where the government that has bust them in has put them.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean, damn. I mean, we have no shortage of fucking cows in this country and chickens. You can eat those motherfuckers, but
I
why
said
mess with the dogs?
I did say Springfield, but Salty wasn't listening.
It is Springfield. Well,
Oh,
you know,
I
Dale,
can.
I'll give you guys a little bit of history.
Do you know
So
how I
after the
know?
Civil War, there was only one cow per five people on the East
Yeah,
Coast because of the Civil War.
dude, it
Now
was
in
bad. It
Texas,
was bad during World War II too, man.
yeah, now in Texas, they had 5 head of cattle to one person, and a head of cattle cost $10. So the Chisholm Trail would run cattle from Mexico all the way up to
Hmm.
Kansas, and they'd
Yep,
sell that cow or that cattle for $40 a head.
yep.
So that's where you got the Chisholm Trail from. But you also had chickens coming in from the Northeast, and you had pig, excuse me, coming in from the South. That's why Kansas City's Railhead, and that's where that Kansas City barbecue was formed, and they have all that different delicious barbecue
Yep.
because they had all that different things coming in. There's
Oh,
Gee,
your
have you
history
ever
lesson
you
for
ever
the
watched
day.
that John Wayne movie called Red River?
yes.
Yeah,
That is
Tell
a
me a
fucking
John Wayne movie
awesome,
that I haven't
awesome
seen.
movie, and that's all about the Chisholm Trail. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
yeah.
That movie, that to me, I think that is one of John Wayne's best movies ever because he
I
I
still
think
love
with
Reach
my
for
that
Concord.
dad,
was that was one of that was the first time he ever played out of character of what he normally plays.
Yeah.
so with my
Well,
dad, I think I saw every John Wayne movie and every Clint Eastwood movie.
yep.
Yeah.
Well, I love True Grit and
Oh,
Root for
True Grit's a good
Concord.
one. Yep. True
Those
Grit's a
are
great
so
movie, dude.
great. And
It's
then they
funny.
got,
I
Sons
turned
of
on my
Katie
TV
Elder.
earlier. I turned on my TV earlier, and my TV is on for like half a second. It's got that Samsung TV, and it's a movie channel that's always there. And I see
Uh-huh.
this movie before I switch it to Hulu or whatever I was going to, and instantly, without even seeing any of the actors in it, I knew what movie it was.
Oh, dude, I do that all the time.
And
Yeah.
it was Saving Private Ryan. So war movie, but
Yes.
I don't see anybody's faces. I don't see anything other than it's a war movie, because I'm switching out of it super quick and I'm like, I bet that's Saving Private Ryan. And then later I switched out and go back to it. And it's like, yep, it was Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, let me
damn,
ask you something. Have you ever done that and actually know what part of the movie's playing
yeah,
without
I
seeing
did.
it?
It was right at the
It's
beginning.
crazy. You're like, damn, I know what part of this movie where we're at right now without even seeing
I
the
have,
damn thing.
I have literally only seen that movie one time and knew it instantly. That's weird because
Yeah.
usually it's a movie I've seen multiple times or at least more than once, or seen parts of it more than once. That's a movie I've only ever watched one time
I
because
think I've only I
I
think I've
watched
only
it
ever watched it
again.
one time.
It's not a movie like Platoon. I could watch that again right now, and I've already seen it like 10
Yeah.
over 10 times. but I could watch it again right now.
How many times you seen Black Hawk Down? I watched that movie probably
3
100 fucking
times.
times, dude. I
I've only
probably
seen
watched
it
that
3
movie
times.
100 times. I love that movie.
No, it's a great movie, but I've only seen it 3 times
Hey, I'll
because
tell you
it's
what,
hard for me to see that movie. It's
Dale's
hard to watch
Garage.
it sometimes. It's
Dale's
so realistic. It's
Yep.
really hard to watch.
I tell you what, Dale's Adventure, he's pretty centrally located to a lot of individuals. Hey, did I ever tell you guys the story about me and Black Hawk Down?
No.
So I was at BWI Airport one night. I'm downstairs, and they're like, "Hey, can you get up here and talk to this guy? He doesn't have any of his shit together. He's doesn't seem they're describing it. He doesn't seem very like he's out of it. I don't know what's going on with him. He doesn't have proper ID, and he's trying to show me all this paperwork." So I'm like, "Yeah, no problem. I'll come up." I roll up there and I'm checking out the guy's paperwork, and I'm like, "Okay, everything looks legit here. Everything's okay here. Come on, man, let me get you through here," because I could tell there was just a little something off. And we're going through TSA security, and he takes his sweatshirt off, and he's got a second Bat Ranger scroll tattooed on him. I said, "Were you bat or just tabbed?" He looks at me because you probably know this, Pink, that there was tabbed Rangers, not batted Rangers.
Yes.
So he goes, "Oh, I was bat." I said, "No shit." I said, "My brother was third bat. I knew a guy that came from second bat to third bat because me and him, we always used to hang out, and I said, his last name was Lane." He goes, "You talking about Tom Lane?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Fuck yeah, I know Lane, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Get out of here. We know what a small world."
Small
Yeah,
world.
no shit,
So
man.
we're
I
talking some
really wish
more.
I had gone Ranger. I had a good friend of mine who did Ranger after being in the military. He was in
Uh-huh.
infantry for 6 years, got out of the infantry, did something else for a couple of years, and then decided to go back infantry and went Ranger.
Yeah.
And
So
I really wish I'd done that. I
it was
really
it was
do.
cool.
Because
So
back when I could actually do stuff like that, and
yeah.
easy for me, and it didn't kill me to like walk 5 minutes.
So I got to pat this dude down. I start patting him down. He's got an ankle bracelet on. That's why he's a little jumpy and nervous. I
Ah,
said, "Hey, man, what's up with this ankle bracelet? Are you allowed out of the state?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, and he had told me earlier that he had to go to Walter Reed. And I'm like, "I understand, brother. I understand. It's not a big deal." He goes, "Look, I got paperwork, man. I'll show you, dude. I'm not lying to you. I'm not bullshit." I said, "Listen, brother, I believe you. It's okay." He goes, "Yeah, I fucked up. I was a cop in Florida and got caught drinking and driving like an asshole." I said, "Damn, bro. Doesn't make you a bad person. You just made a bad decision." He goes,
yep.
That's
"Thanks
it.
for that, man." I said, "Second bat, you guys went to Somalia, didn't you?" He goes, "Yeah, bro." I said, "What a fucking shit show that was." He goes, "Yeah." And he goes, I said, "Hold on." I said, "Your last name is Todd." He's like, "Yeah, I'm the guy that fell out of Black Hawk Down. It's Todd Blackburn."
Oh no shit.
Damn.
I patted him down and got him through TSA security and walked him down to his plane.
He was headed to Walter Reed.
He was coming out of Walter Reed, getting
Oh,
checked out of
going
Walter
home.
Reed because he fucked up his back that bad falling out of that
Oh yeah.
helicopter that he's 100% pretty much, and he comes back there for checkups, and he was just really nervous, and that's what TSA why they called me up because of this nervousness of the ankle bracelet, and
Well, he's got a
he's
little bit of
yeah.
that PTSD.
Yeah, exactly. But here I am patting down fucking Todd Blackburn, the guy who fell out of Black Hawk Down.
Yeah,
That's
Met
yeah.
the guy.
crazy.
Guy
That's
shook my
crazy.
That's
hand.
Ain't
crazy.
"Hey, man, thanks a lot for your help, brother. I appreciate you understanding and helping me out, man." I'm like, "No shit."
Mm.
Yep, that's me and Black Hawk Down
So
story.
let's see, what is Wednesday coming up. My wife's going in to get her shoulder operated on.
Ooh,
it?
Hopefully, it's something simple. It's the simple one where they just to go clean it out a little bit.
yeah.
Really won't be so bad. There won't even be any real PT involved in that. So
Yeah, well, just
what's
tell her
going
to
on
pay
with me this
attention to the
week?
doctor because my Staff Sergeant Hartfeld's going through that right now,
Yeah.
and he got a little comfortable with it the other night. He said, "Yeah, I fucked up." He goes, "Oh man, he goes, I've been in some pain lately. I did something stupid, just reach for something real quick
Yeah.
because it's about to fall. So just tell your wife to be careful with that, Pinks, if you would, please.
Oh, she will be. I trust me. She's
Yes,
better
sir.
at it. She's much smarter and better at it than I am, because I need surgery on both my shoulders, but I just can't afford the time off to do it. Right, and I've needed it for years. And the back surgery was one thing, but I knew that
Yeah.
as soon as I could sit up, I could do my job again. You know, because my arms are still working. But if my arms aren't working, I can't do my job. You know.
That's like Salty with no knee pads.
And
Can't
it's
do
like
his job.
one of those things. Fine. I will be like totally fine, and then I'll move or do something, and oh my god, my arm starts hurting so bad. But like earlier today, I was helping my wife with the laundry, and I was just grabbing stuff to, hang it up or fold something, and I had my arm up for too long, and my god, the pain in my right shoulder was almost debilitating. I was like,
What?
"What the fuck is this?" Yeah, I'm folding
I'm on my
laundry.
phone.
It shouldn't hurt that
I
bad.
got you. I got you.
Is that your
Well,
dog?
fellas, guys, hate to do this. I'm jumping off here for tonight, man.
No
Y'all
problem.
have a good one. Pinks, I
All right,
appreciate you letting me
Salty.
up, buddy. Mr. T,
Thanks,
you
Salty.
take care down there where you at. Nate,
Hey, have
you
a
have a
good
good
night,
one,
brother.
buddy.
Always good to hear from you, Salty. Thank you for checking on me the other day, too. I appreciate that, sir.
Oh, you're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. You're welcome. Everybody in the chat, y'all have a good night, man. Enjoy it.
Yep. Hey guys, just so you know, the link that you use to get into this live stream will actually work for the next live stream I do too. It's something new that StreamYard's done. So this is now a studio that's
Oh,
persistent,
this
but
is
it
your
won't always.
studio.
That's cool.
It's
Yeah.
Pink's Wednesday live streams is what it's called, and I could change the name of the live stream every week, and it's only available when it's running. And but it's something new that StreamYard's just done this. It's kind of like you see the circles. We have the round pictures instead of the squares. That's something new they did. They also gave us it was a huge update because now I have dark mode. So I'm looking at this and I don't have the big bright white screen blinding me. It's all black now, like I like.
Oh,
So they finally they created dark mode. They also, if you didn't know, StreamYard has an app. So you can use the StreamYard app to get onto the live streams too, instead of just going.
oh. Instead of the link, that'll be cool because I'll try that out with this
The app is
Apple.
new too, but
Yeah.
I've never used it.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
Apple's really
have it on
weird.
my phones either. But I just read that, and because it said when I get the link to send to people, it also has a thing you can send them, this to how to join, kind of thing, and it's a
Yes.
page of instructions on how to join a live stream.
Copy that, sir.
But yeah,
Well, I
so
always appreciate it. Thank you, Pinks, for
which is cool.
Thank-
Also,
yeah.
I can now do 1080p, although my camera sucks, so it doesn't matter. I can live stream in 1080p now instead of just 720, which is what I was the max I could do before live stream.
Check you
Although
out.
what we're looking at is this beautiful barn behind you.
Yeah. All I can do, I can't do 1080p. I can just do P Diddy.
P Diddy. Now P Diddy does you. You don't do P Diddy.
Yes,
So I
sir.
found it. I've been looking around for vehicles. It's no secret. I've been looking for a while, and I've been looking in the F-150s, STs. I've been looking at Volkswagen.
Jettas?
No, I
Golf?
would prefer to have a Golf TDI diesel.
Ooh,
Has to be
yeah.
diesel.
See,
Manual.
those are hard to find. When my ST, when I blew the engine in my ST the first time back in 2016, I think it was, or 2015, or whenever I did my first one, when I blew the engine in it first time, I ended up buying a Golf Gen 4, a Mark IV Golf, and oh my god, I love that thing. It was a gasoline, but I loved it. I almost hated selling it. It was such a good little car, but I bought it while the car was down, and then when I was done, I sold it for more than I bought it for. That was good.
Hey, Nate, I know what you're talking about on those TDIs. My buddy, my really good friend Rob had one, and he had to sell it back to Volkswagen.
Yep.
That Volkswagen Gate,
Yeah, it was
48 miles to the
Dieselgate, they call
gallon.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they cheated on emissions, so I looked that up and read into it. So basically, the way they test for emissions is they're supposed to have all four wheels turning, and I guess they only did it with two or something.
Yeah.
No,
How they
what
got
they
around
did was they realized that they'd set the program that the tuning was set up that if it knew it was in emission testing mode, it would change the tune.
Interesting.
Yeah,
You know
it
what?
changed
You
the
know what I
tune
believe it was for?
completely. Huh?
Because it was getting too good a gas mileage, and they said we can't have this. It's getting 49
Basically, that
miles
was
to the
it because
gallon.
those TDIs get great gas mileage.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
did.
And every one of the old ones. So now I was talking on a brother. I said, if you were to buy a Golf, what one would you buy with a diesel? And he
The
says,
older
I'd buy
one.
a late 90s to early 2000s, which has the
Exactly,
newer style 1.9.
like a Mark
Go
IV.
find, I don't know. Was it a Mark IV?
I think it's a Mark IV is the time period, which is what I had, but mine was gasoline.
Let me look here. I don't know, but you find the diesel ones, they got anywhere from 300,000 to 600,000 miles on them and have never been touched, and they still want 10 grand for them.
Oh yeah.
That's,
They're good cars though. They really
that
are.
was probably another thing that Detroit pushed, or American car manufacturers really pushed, because it was lasting so long that they didn't have to buy another vehicle.
It was a Mark IV. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a Mark V is what I'm looking
I like
for.
Mark IVs. I love the body style of the Mark IV. I like Golfs. I like I like their RS, or is it RS? Their RT maybe. The ST version of it. They make
they make the VR36,
the GTI. They make the Golf GTI, or they just call it
VR36 is what I think you're heard, or
VR32,
VR32.
that, which is the all-wheel drive Golf.
Yep.
That thing is a badass. They're fun to drive. They really are.
So I found one in Cleveland. I mean, these things to find like a Mark V diesel with not 200,000 miles on it that's a manual. Heck, just trying to find one in a manual is about impossible. I found one. I found a few.
So that's 2003 and newer, right?
Yeah, it might even be a Mark VI then, because it was a generation 10 to 15 or 10 to 14.
10 to 14 is a 6, I believe.
Yeah.
Is there like Gen 9 or 10 now?
Let me see here. Mark VI. Let me try that. Let me see what they look like.
Hey,
Yeah.
You better drive the speed limit too, Dale.
Yep.
Dale going to jail.
I don't know. This is a. Hold on. Let me look at this here. Anyways, I found one. It's in Cleveland, Ohio, finally. This kid's selling it for his dad. It's got 126,000 miles. Car's beautiful. Only one thing.
What?
Look at the front fender.
Oh, it's been damaged slightly.
Yeah, it's from his dog.
That's from his dog? Oh, hold on. Let me go.
I'm assuming every time he gets in the driveway, he'd scratch or bite at the fender. Both sides are like that.
He's been trying to fix it, though. It looks like he's finally taking the paint off. And okay, that's not okay. It's because of the way the paint's all done that makes it look bad, worse than it really is.
It's just black. That doesn't help any.
Yeah,
it's mostly just crap.
Yeah. Hey, Nate,
hold on, I just removed you from the stage. Sorry, that was an accident. I was trying to take you off full screen.
No, you're all good.
You really should buy it because it's got the Continental tires on it.
So
this is the first one I found. I went and looked at one for 5,000. It was a 12, same car,
what year
identical.
Is that? What
this
year
is an 11. This is an 11.
11 is the last year of the Mark VI. The Mark 7,
and it was the last years for the diesel. Once the 6 went away, the diesel went away. Because 15 was the last year. Because that whole Dieselgate deal. But I found one.
The 15 is a Mark 7 because 2012 started the Mark 7. The Mark 8 started in 2020, and that's the newest version.
Okay. So I found one for $5,000 at Rochester when I first started looking at them. I went and looked at it. It had been wrecked. It had been half-ass patched up. The rear brakes were locked up. The DPF was plugged, and he wanted like $5,000 for it. It was literally the cheapest one I could find. And I looked at it, I crawled around, and when I seen it was half-ass fixed, I went, I'm not doing this. I can't. And it wasn't him that wrecked it. They didn't know it was wrecked. I pulled it up on the Carfax. It was a previous owner that wrecked it. So I didn't buy it. Since then, I can't seem to find one that is a reasonable price for even close to $5,000 with 100. I think that went on 105,000 miles. This one's got 126. Wants $3,600 for it.
Weird. I just was noticing something. So the Mark 1 went from 74 to 82. The Mark 2
My dad had one.
went from 83 to 90. So it's getting shorter. And then from Mark 3 went from 91 to 97. So 6 years. Then the Mark 4 was 98 to 2002. So 4 years. Mark 5 was 2003 to 7, another 4 years. Mark 6, 2008 to 11. So another 4 years, right? But the 7th generation went from 2012 to 2019, 7 years.
Wow.
What's up, Brailsford? How's it going?
What's up,
Hey,
Brailsford?
Brailsford.
Yeah, I don't have a way to send. I don't think I have your number, Brailsford. I can't send you a link to come online, and I do not post them in the chat anymore because of what happened about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I got DDoSed and I got trolled really hard, and I'm just not dealing with that anymore.
Yeah, I might need to go look at this. I just hate to drive to Cleveland to find out it's another wrecked car
God,
or another complete piece
how
of
far is
garbage.
that from you?
About 4.5 hours.
Oh God, that is a long ways. How much are they asking?
$3,600.
36. And how many miles?
It's got 126.
Oh fuck, I'd be there in I'd do it.
I
For
mean,
that
if you
low
look at the
mileage?
car, here's what the car actually looks like.
Hold on, let me.
It isn't clean condition other than front fenders and a bumper.
Full screen.
Yeah, as full as I can get the way I've got things set up.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. That's
Hey,
It
Brailsford.
doesn't look beat up, and he's selling it for
I
his
would drive
dad, so you
4.5
know it
hours
wasn't.
to look at that. I would.
Yeah.
If it for that price, I probably would.
I've been looking at F-150s, but God, they're just about impossible to find anything that isn't destroyed. I just went and looked at one
I
today.
got enough 150 you can buy.
No, I don't need a project. And that's what I'm finding is they're all projects. Like
I didn't
I
realize
went and looked
mine
at
was, but I mean, the engine is the only issue. The rest of the truck is great, other than it's got a 5.5 foot bed, which I cannot stand.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God,
have a
They are
problem with
short.
those.
So I went to buy lumber the other day, and I'm so used to having an 8-foot bed, and I went to put it in, and I had to strap it down because it's 3 feet out of my fucking bed.
Yeah.
I cannot stand that. I am a long bed, advocate.
Yeah.
I don't know
I at
why
least have to have
make
6.5 foot,
F-150
and I still
crew
don't want
cab
it.
with a long bed. They can do it in a Super Duty. Why can't they do it in a 150?
Yep.
So I got to buy an F-250, and we just sort of lost Nate. He's still kind of in the basement, but he's not.
Hey,
Wonder
Brailsford, I'm
if he
gonna
died.
look you up on the system and hit you up. If you ever look me up, I'm under usaf.mil, my last name. You'll probably be the only real Hetzler in there.
You're not the only Hetzler.
I'm the only one. Das ist mein Pfui. Pinks. Du bist
Yeah.
dein Verdict. You Ferkel.
Hold on. We got Nathan.
Sorry, my
Hold
computer
on.
died.
I was gonna say that's it. I gotta get rid of the other guy that's in. I'm gonna kick your other out of the studio.
Yeah. Hey, Brailsford, you're a lieutenant commander, correct?
Maybe.
LTCMD.
Who's echoing me? Okay, nobody now. Never have time for anything.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know he's probably been busy, but his situation and his position with the with Goodwill. We'll put that out there, Brailsford, so we don't break OPSEC.
God dang it.
Sorry,
Why do I not-
I forgot my laptop was dying. I looked, and as we started talking, I completely stopped tracking the fact that it was almost dead. So it just shut off.
I was like, what the hell happened to him? He just went away.
Yeah, that's what normally happens. Unless I say goodbye, I just disappear. It's either I clicked on something, which
That's
is
what I
not
figured.
too often.
I thought you were on your phone, so I figure your phone died.
No, my
Yeah, I
laptop.
realized you were showing us stuff on your phone, so you weren't on the phone.
Yeah, that's why I use my laptop. It's easier to deal with. I can see everybody better. I can see comments better, and I'm normally researching on it. And if I want to show somebody, I can use my phone.
Okay, so
Hey, Brailsford, I'm gonna hit you up on the local net or something next time I'm at work. I'll send you an email if that's okay with you, sir.
would you stop? Not you. I'm talking to my dog.
Oh, no worries.
She's like, whoa. She's being pitiful. Hold on.
But yeah, I'd been looking at I went and looked at an F-150 today,
Nice.
and it was a decent truck. It's 66,000 original miles.
See, she's staring at me.
Bedtime. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, she usually just wants to go OUP, but just because there's bugs out there, she wants to eat.
What's up, cutie pie?
She is.
How you
She's very
doing?
cute. She's a very pretty dog. I have very pretty dogs. I always do. All my dogs have always been beautiful dogs, and I don't try for it. It just happens. I don't get ugly dogs somehow. Not that I'd hate an ugly dog. I'd love them just as much. But I always have these like perfect, picturesque dogs.
Yeah, she's a beauty.
Her, Fiona, Kinsey was beautiful too. Fozzie Bear, who showed up in my yard one day, he was a very large Pomeranian, but he was beautiful and he was a perfect looking Pomeranian. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
Pepper, who was just a black lab border collie mix, was just so cute. Like one of the cutest dogs ever. Like just always looked like she was smiling.
Mm.
Anyway.
That's good. Means you have happy dogs.
He's echoing a little bit, and he's at home. Chandelier that I recognize, and he's vertical because it does that.
Hey, there he is. What's up, Brailsford?
What's up, Brailsford?
What's up?
You've been probably busier than a one-legged man asking contest, haven't you?
Man, you don't even know, dude. Like, my new job is crazy, and then on top of that, all my sons now are in activities.
Oh,
And on top
wow.
of that, I'm in school. So
it's not
Ooh.
just the baseball, the travel baseball. Now, what's the other activities?
Cub Scouts, T-ball.
I was in all of those. T-ball,
Wow.
Scouts, Boy Scouts.
So,
Yeah, it's a lot of time.
and I'm
That's awesome,
taking
Brailsford.
special military education. So it's a
How many
lot of
hours a week are you doing?
it's a lot of stuff going on. What's up?
I found out, Brailsford, that I could take up to, they'll give me $5,000 a year, even though I'm just a civilian Air Force employee.
Yeah, I mean, I would like. I'm still trying to do some stuff on here when I can.
Mm-hmm.
I got a company that sent. Did I tell you guys a story about the? You guys have seen? I mean, probably not because it's not my normal video. But I did a video on one of those portable car fridges, and I did it last year. And the reason I did it was because honestly, I didn't really care if anyone watched it. But like, we were camping a lot last year. And I was buying a crap ton of ice, and I was like, "Man, there's got to be a better way." So I found,
Yeah.
I did
yeah.
see that.
So I found a random company saying, "Hey, I go camping a lot. My camping videos do really well. I'll review your car fridge as a camping accessory." And they were like, "Cool," and they sent it to me. I didn't care if it did well or not. I just wanted it, and they sent it to me. So the video is actually doing okay. And then another company reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, we saw your video. We want you to review ours." So they sent me out. At first, it was super sketchy. Like the dude's name, it was like some super Chinese dude on Facebook, and he reached out to my business profile, whatever they call it, whatever my Facebook page for the channel. And they go, and his name was like Alvin, but super Chinese guy. And you're like, no, your name's not Alvin. Got it.
Yeah.
But like I click on his page and there's nothing there linking it to like the company. The company's name was Bodega, and but he sent me like a link, an Amazon links, a bunch of Amazon links to like 10 different coolers, and I'm like, he was like, just pick which one you want. So I obviously picked the most expensive one there is, and the thing's 100 quarts. It's
Holy
huge.
That
cow!
thing's huge.
It's
Yeah.
six. It's 60 pounds empty, and
Yep.
so I took a leap of faith, and I did give the guy my address, and I was like, this is super sketchy. Something's gonna happen bad to me, or send it. Well, I didn't really think anything of it. One day, and I was like, this is never gonna show up. One day, it showed up. It just was there. I'm like, holy shit, there it is. And so I reached back out to the guy. I was like, hey man, the cool thing about this thing is it has a compartment where you can put a battery on it. Like there's a battery that they make for it, so it's like portable. That's like 6 hours, and
Yeah,
it'll
sure.
go down to like -4. So it works like a freezer. You can make both sides. There's 2 compartments. Make one side a freezer, one side a fridge. Both sides a freezer. Doesn't matter. But I
Wow.
reached back out to the guy. They didn't give me the battery because it wasn't part of it. It was like, hey man, you guys want me to do like a full review of this thing? I really need the battery. And he's like, no, it doesn't come with battery. But then I was like, hey, like I have a good idea for it. Just I need the battery. And then he's like, all right, fine. Which one do you need? And I sent him a link, and like I thought the dude just ignored me all of a sudden. So I was like, okay, that was kind of weird. But his business profile got like booted for violating whatever Facebook policy. So I was like, well, okay, this is a while ago. I've had this cooler now for like the fridge cooler, whatever you want to call it. I've had it for probably at least 6 months or more, and so I've been using it a lot. Like I use it when I go TAD to out of town, and I meal prep. I put all my food in there, so I don't have to use my per diem.
Right.
And then I use it for baseball. We like loaded up one side with drinks, one side with food, so we don't have to go buy food. And I wheel it into the games. The battery keeps it cold, but it's heavy as shit when it's full.
Yep.
But it's got wheels on it, so that's good. But like so back to the story. So they didn't send me the battery, and then I finally found the company on Instagram. I reached out to them. I was like, hey, I've had one of your coolers for a long time. Whatever. I was gonna do a video for it, but I was really missing the battery. If you guys will send me the battery, I'll do a review of the cooler and the battery. And they're like, sure. So they sent it out to me. You know how much this stupid thing costs?
No.
$100.
Hold on, let me see if I can. Am I allowed to post?
Way more than that.
$100 for the battery.
Oh, the battery is like 130 by itself. Hold on, I'm gonna find.
The cooler's like $500.
Hold up, let me.
Oh, please.
Oh, please.
Hey, Brailsford, if they ever TDY you to Panama, you can just stay with me, bro. Save your per diem.
Well, no, I don't get. No, that doesn't save me anything because I'd have to have a receipt from a hotel anyway.
Oh yeah. Well, you got the Airbnb Hetzler.
Yeah.
You can give you a receipt. I'll write it out for him. I'll print it out.
Let's see.
Make it all
As long as you split it with me.
You ain't got to pay me nothing, buddy. You ain't got to pay me nothing.
100 quart bodega cooler. Oh, it's on sale right now. Hold on.
They're prepping for Prime Day.
For Prime Day? Yeah, October Prime Day.
You should probably put out a video on that for Prime Day. Like, I've been thinking about that. Like, I got to get a couple videos out on a couple updates.
Hold on.
I know they'll do well.
Yeah.
It says it's all right. So their website, it says it's their website right now. There's a couple companies that make the same exact fridge.
So it's made by somebody in China.
Yeah, you can get one from Lowe's website, which I'm sure it's just like Walmart now, where you can order anything off Walmart.com.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the last time I was on Amazon, it was here it is. I found it.
How much?
Where's it at? They might have pulled it off Amazon. It says currently unavailable.
All right. Amazon pulled it off Amazon.
All right, so you can get it off their sketchy website for $700.
Wow.
Last I looked at Amazon, it was $999.
Jesus.
And so that's why I was shocked it actually showed up. And then the one on Lowe's is $530. But I finally did do the review.
530 is still too much for me.
Oh, it's a lot. But you know what? I've been using it and it works pretty good. If it ever dies, then I still have that small one that I've had. We actually keep that small one in the house, and we put it under our bar, our counter, and we just load it full of drinks.
So have you done the review for it yet?
Yeah, I did. That's what I was doing right now when I popped in here. I was trying to edit it because I told him I'd have it up tomorrow or Friday.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of want to see that now, even though I'm not going to buy it because I don't need it. I'm good with a regular cooler for what I do.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I was like, man, we on one of our camping trips to the Outer Banks.
I don't do that.
The amount of money I was spending on ice for the whole week, like, would have paid for, for the.
I understand because coolers nowadays. I mean, even these, unless you buy these super expensive coolers, they don't hold ice for shit. But
That's the thing is, I think it's the super.
When I go camping now, I'm staying in a hotel room and there's an ice machine, so I don't have to worry about it.
You know what I use, guys? I'll find dry ice.
Well, that's easy. Dry, I can get dry ice most places.
Less weight, just a little more expensive, but it lasts longer.
You just have to. If you go into most grocery stores, they have it. You just have to ask for it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We went to Richmond, and I decided I had to get a softback cooler, so I bought one of them Arctic backpack coolers because Walmart had them.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I don't have a decent cooler because I bought one of them Coleman Extremes whenever it was only Yeti was out and nobody else was in the stores, like, I don't know, 7-8 years ago.
Yes,
and that thing sucks. I hate it. It don't hold ice any better than any other cooler I've ever run.
No
and
shit.
I paid $100.
I have one of those, a blue cooler. I don't know if you know what blue is.
Yeah.
The only thing I use it for is when I use a blue cooler, I fill it with ice. Nothing but ice. It doesn't get anything put in it because it's ice for the cooler for my Whipple. And it melts too, but you got to remember I'm down here in humidity of hellacious with temperatures of 90 plus last year when I was at the racetrack. So yeah, it's always in the sun, and I'm scooping ice out of it every run. So of course that shit's not going to stay frozen. It's just not.
I said, you know what? I'm going to try one of these Arctic. It was $150 for, I think it was the 30.
Way better than the Yeti. Yeah.
I took that thing to Richmond. It was hotter than Satan's asshole. The humidity was out of control.
Nope.
I put 2 bags of ice in that cooler when I left to let it chill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I put a 24-pack of Coors Original in it, and then I was putting my Pepsis in it all through the weekend. Even though we had other coolers to put that stuff in, I was keeping it in mind because I know if it went in the other coolers, it'd all disappear.
Yeah.
There was 5 or 6 of us. I put 1 bag of ice in that cooler over 4 days.
Yeah.
And it sat in the boiling Virginia sun. It never went inside, and it was there was a day that it reached 97. The humidity, you'd swear it should have been raining. It was that humid.
Yes.
And I was like, this cooler's impressive. I need like 3 more of these.
Hey, Nate, I bought the Arctic 110, went camping in Cottonwood, Arizona, 90 degrees all day long, 2 bags of ice, and I rolled home with just about a bag and a quarter of ice after 3 days up there.
Yeah.
Crap. It's $1,000 on Amazon.
$200 coupon.
They have a bigger one though. I could go to that and spend $1,300. If I got that to spend, I'm starting to pay for a new engine for my truck.
Hey, I'll tell you what. The thing. I'll give it this. The reviews. I don't remember if the reviews were any good or if anyone's even bought it. But like, we've had it. Like, I plug it in, and when it's nighttime and there's a chance of like condensation, I put it in the back of my Sequoia and shut it so that way it doesn't get wet. But like in the heat itself, I leave it outside when it was like 105 with like tons of humidity, and like I could have it set to the freezer side it holds temp just fine.
So I'm more on the small $359 one that are advertising up top. They also have an 80 quart for only $759. You can say I can get it for cheaper. So
you said there's a bigger one?
No, there's a smaller one.
I thought you said there was a bigger one.
They have an 80 quart for $759, which is not featured or unavailable options, but it is available. And when you click on it, it's weird. It does that. 100 quarts $9.99. 121 quart $1,300. Fuck that.
There's 121. I want to see what that looks like.
Does your Sequoia have the 120 volt outlet in the back seat?
Yeah.
Does it? Have you tried plugging into that with it, or do you think it's too much?
I think my son plugged his phone charger in there, but no, I plug it. It has a converter. It runs on DC or AC.
Oh,
whichever.
Okay.
It'll run on 12 volt. It'll run on 120 volt. It'll run on a battery, which they don't sell.
If you got power, it will take it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, here's the funny thing about power: 120 and 24 volt is almost everything runs on 100 or on 24 volt. And if you're giving it 120, it's changing it to 24 volt, except for motors. Motors are the only thing that don't.
Yep.
I don't think this has a motor in it because I don't think it uses a compressor.
Well, I like it a lot. I need to. I want to get. Oh yeah, so it has the battery. It also has a connection port for solar.
Solar. I was going to say solar panel right there.
I really want to. I want to get 2 small ones because that's 2 doors, and I'd probably mount them to the top of the doors, or just drill them into the door so it's just constantly running.
Do your review and then be like, I got an idea, but I need a commission off of it.
Yeah.
And then build it. And then
I don't
sell
even
them
need
the
it.
idea.
I'm sure they've already had. I mean, they've already got panels.
They already, like I just showed you, solar was already like Amazon has a thing where it's got it linked with a solar panel.
Yeah.
And a fan to cool you off too that runs off that same solar panel.
The things you could buy today.
I know, it's crazy. I could think of when I was back in the military, you couldn't get any of this shit. If you got ice, you were lucky.
I remember whenever these like plug-in refrigerator coolers came, like they were the small ones.
Yeah, the little ones for the car that were like this big.
And they weren't anywhere but like QVC. My mom had one, and it was the biggest piece of garbage in the world. It was like, just give me my cooler and ice back, please.
Oh, I love this thing.
Hey, I really want to see that review. I'm not going to buy one because I don't need it. I don't have.
Well, if you do, use that link I sent you to help me out.
I would love to, but right now I have about negative that much money. So.
No, man, I feel you there.
I just had to apply for credit to be able to get my wife into surgery this week. So.
Well, I wish her well. I hope everything goes smoothly.
It's her shoulder. They're just cleaning it up a little bit, to make it so it doesn't hurt when she uses it. The same thing I've needed for years, but I refuse to do it because it stopped me from working.
Yeah.
Speaking of deals, Harbor,
so I don't hurt so much.
I picked up 2 brand new Harbor Freight jacks. Harbor Freight had like their 10 days of sales.
Are you an ITC?
Intract Club member? Yes, but it wasn't a part of that.
Oh, okay.
It was anybody that subscribed to their stuff. If you logged in, they had the 10 days of sales and something each day. It was new.
that sale. Yeah, the 10-day sale. You see
they had the 40% off of coupons.
This right here is really good for bullet. It's old-fashioned mix, pre-mixed, already ready to go. So good.
They had their Daytona jacks on sale, 40% off any Daytona jack.
Yeah. What is it they had today? They had something today. Let me look at it. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I saw that. That was a great ass sale.
If I needed one, it would have been great, but I have 3 of them already, so I don't need one.
I have the Pittsburgh version of it
No, I have
before
the
they
Daytona.
came out with the Daytona Jacks. It's the long reach low pro, but it had a T
Yep.
handle and it sucks because you got to put all your body weight in it because it isn't long enough. So I bought another long reach
The
low
T
pro.
handle? I
Yeah.
loved my T handle
Oh
until
my
I
God,
finally
it's
gave up the ghost.
useless.
My T handle died on me a year ago.
Mine didn't. Mine still works, but I've only
Well,
ever
I've
had
had
one
mine
jack.
for like, I don't know. My T handle I've probably had for about 8-9 years now.
I've had mine for 7. I've had it as long as when I bought this house, it was one of the first things I bought.
Yeah,
But
the T handle was great. I loved it.
I decided, well, you know what? I'll get a new one and I'll sell that one. And then I went down. I picked up another low pro, black Daytona, long reach, high
You went
lift
black?
in black.
Man, that's just wrong.
And then I went back. I had Autumn sign up, and I went back because I have the stupid little tiny one that you get with some trucks, or something that's just above what you get with your vehicle, the little jack.
Yeah.
And I've had that, and I've drug that around long enough. I said, forget it.
I have one of the little ones. Oh, so today it's the titanium Easy Flux 125 amp welder for $99. It's not the best deal.
Yeah.
It's what the old one used to cost.
Yeah. So I went back with Autumn's coupon and I bought the 1.5 ton aluminum racing jack to drag around with me rather than this little itty bitty thing that I'm afraid to even use.
Well, I have the aluminum one's pretty small. The one I have.
Yeah, the 1.5.
Really small.
It's
That's
small.
what I keep my trailer.
Yep, I'm gonna keep it I'm gonna run with it in anywhere I go because anytime I go on road trips, I take a jack. Well, this itty bitty thing, if I have to get off the road at all, it ain't gonna lift nothing. I can't lift the truck with it.
No, it's not tall enough to lift my long reach low pros that I have 3 of the long reach low pros. They're almost too short for my truck.
Really?
Even though they go up 27 inches.
Interesting.
The long reach there. I said they're almost too low. But guess what? I can get out of my truck and do anything I need to it without using a jack.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
So that 121 quart, I was looking at it. They got a $500 coupon, so it'll cost you the same as the 100. It's a steal. It's only $800.
Well, it's stupid to buy a small one then at that point. I see that a lot lately where the larger version will have a coupon or some kind of the same price as the smaller version. And I think they're just trying to drive sales because they're already making, if you ask me, profit-wise, they're probably making 90% profit on those things.
Or the plastic compressor and the little
I know.
panel.
I can almost bet that $1,000 cooler cost them about $20 to make.
You know what I wish? I wish they'd just price it where it's on sale and never change the price and don't ever have a sale on it.
Yeah, no shit. Have you ever noticed that Prime Day prices, if you watch the trends, prices go up before Prime Day?
I've got things screenshotted right now.
Yeah, I do that
I'm going to check.
And you see that some things will go up. Now, October Prime Day is nowhere near what the old Prime Days used to be because they have 2 of them a year now.
Yep.
Or 3 of them, depending on how they feel. You don't have discounts they have is because they raised prices the month before.
Hey guys, I'm gonna hop out. I gotta take care of some stuff.
Hey,
Good seeing you, bud.
See you later, Brailsford. Good talking with you.
There, guys.
Take care, sir.
Yeah, the Prime Day stuff is
I
a
didn't
joke.
realize he was still in here.
Prime Day stuff is a joke. It absolutely pisses me off. I get so frustrated.
I will say, out of all the products, you'll find like 1 in 100 is actually a really good deal on Prime Day. 1 in 100.
I will say the NOCO stuff, like the NOCO chargers and jump packs, I will say those do actually tend to be on sale and you'll catch them on a lightning deal.
Yeah, NOCO stuff is nice when you catch it on a deal.
I always look. I'm always in the lightning deals like 6-7 times a day. Whenever Prime Day comes, just for the NOCO stuff.
Yeah.
to see what it is. And I'll send the links to my buddies because I know what they're looking for. I sent a link last year to my buddy's wife because he's too cheap to buy one, but his stuff's always dead. He's got excavators. He's got small mini excavator and a track. He's got
I have a
dozers.
couple of like 2 amp Nocos, the
Yep.
little guys.
Yep.
I have like 4 of those.
I've got
Because
the
originally
one.
I'd planned
the
on putting
5.
them in all my cars and wiring them up so that and I never did all that, but I still have them. But I bought them before Noco became popular.
Yeah.
So they were cheap as shit. They were like, I think for the 2 amps I paid like $30 for them.
They're still only like right now they were on sale yesterday for $39 for the 2 amp.
Exactly. But I paid like $25 to $30 for. Well, when I bought 4, I probably paid less than $100 for all 4 of them.
Let me see here. I gotta look. Let me back out of here and look.
But these are the small, the trickle chargers. But I also with that in the same price, I also bought like the plugs to be able to put on like the fenders of the car because at the time I was thinking all these cars I had, I was gonna just put these in permanently because they're race cars. I didn't really care about them. And this was cars that I don't even own anymore. And, but I bought the Nocos really cheap. But my 10 amp Noco that I did the giveaway on and the dumbass that won decided he wanted the Noco instead of that other brand I had that was a 15 amp, the Schumacher or whatever it was. That dumbass was Bama. He's the one that won. And I got something the other day that somebody in the chat, even though it says giveaway over in the title now, put in what one they wanted to win, and I was like responded to him, giveaway has been over since like December of last year. It was done on a lot, and somebody posted, I bet nobody ever actually won. I was like, yeah, it was done on a live stream, so go back and check, dumbass. Somebody actually won, and it's been sent to them. I ended up buying another one of the same type because when I did the reviews of the 2 chargers, I liked it that much more. So I have one and I've been using the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Because its great feature is it is a 12-volt power supply too that you can test things with, and that is just awesome for what I do. When I do electrical testing and stuff, I need 12-volt power supply, and it becomes one.
There you go.
And it's great. I'm going to turn this camera off.
That's what I need to do. I want to get to 10 because of that feature, and
that feature is awesome, and it's worth the money.
I wanted to get it, and I decided on the 5 because I was like, you know what? I'll get a 10, then I'll have that feature, and I can put it on my truck because it's got 2 batteries running. What is it?
Exactly.
Is it in series or parallel? Whenever it's 12 volts but more current.
That's series. If you go in parallel, you're 24 volt.
So my truck batteries are in.
It's parallel. In series, it would be 24 volt.
Okay. So they're running parallel.
It is parallel, where negative to negative, positive to positive.
Positive. Yep. That's the way it is on my truck. So I want to be able to hook up. I can hook up to the one on the end, and it'll charge probably the other
both of them.
Yep.
Unless so I figured it has a block in between that stops it, like some kind of diode, but I doubt it.
It's a wire. It's a wire. It goes from one terminal, goes across the rad support, it goes right to the next terminal.
So basically, when you do that, you take 12 volts and double your amperage.
Yep.
If you do it the other way, you take 12 volts, you keep the same amperage, and you go to 24 volt.
It's amazing. Like, that's always something that's weird. It's like semi bulldozer,
Not
like big
me,
bulldozers. They all run 24 volt with lower current. Is it just because the motors are 24 volt and they got that much oomph, like 110 versus 220?
What it is the batteries are putting out the same amount of current, but they use less current when you run a higher voltage. It's like say you're using a motor, AC motor. So a 120 volt or a 240 volt motor, single phase, uses more current than a 480 or to 600 volt 3-phase motor because it uses less current. And
it's actually
on the motor And the motors last longer the less current they use.
And it's even that way with 120, 110, and 220. I mean, a 220 motor always was rated with less.
What I
less
said
current.
was, I said 120 and 240. That's the same as what you just said.
Yeah. But versus just to those, I mean, versus three phase. That's why everybody
the higher voltage you go, you use less amperage to get the same amount of power, or torque. The amperage is the push. It's what kills you. Voltage does not kill you. Amperage kills you. Amperage is what's pushing and is what creates more of the heat and is what degrades things. So the more amperage you use, the less time it will last. If you have a motor that's using 10 amps, it's going to last less time lengthwise than a 5 amp motor of the same voltage. The 5 amp motor will handle, will live longer. And usually it's because you double the voltage, you half the amperage almost, and a motor's happier. Now with DC circuits, it doesn't work the same way. Now amperage does still kill things in DC, but when it comes to AC, like a motor circuit, more voltage, less amperage, good. Like if you have say a mill, if you have a mill and you want to run it and it's got the option of doing 240 or 480, you want to go 480 if you have that option in where you live. You want to do it because it will last longer.
Gotcha.
And that it's just electrical stuff, and it's what I do. Why are you looking at me like that, dog?
Yeah, I guess maybe I'll get a NOCO 10 whenever.
The NOCO 10 for the price, what is it, $100 now still?
Let me look here.
Last I bought one, it was $99 and plus tax. And for the price, that's a steal. It really is for what it does, because it'll do 6 volt and 12 volt. It does AGM and regular. It does a power supply at 12 volts. It's really a good deal for what it is.
Yeah.
At least when I bought it, $99. Yeah. That is a good deal. Now,
they actually make, what's that?
Schumacher 50 amp charger I have, which is just a charger. It doesn't do all the fancy things. It doesn't do the where it will fix your battery if you've had an old battery and you need to clean it up. Like the NOCO has that thing where it will refresh a battery.
Yeah, it does. It's got a repair mode. Yeah.
Repair, refresh, whatever. The Schumacher doesn't have that, but it's a 50 amp. It's a quicker charge, and it's like half the price or less, and it's worth it for what it is. I have one. I should probably just give that one away too because I don't want it.
I need to do a video on an update on mine, because I'm telling you, the couple videos I did on my NOCOs, my jump pack, my 5.
I really wish my NOCOs would do more in views, because they don't. But it's probably because I mixed it with the Schumacher.
I don't know. Mine, I finally got monetized. I got monetized a month over a month ago, a month and a half ago.
I'm still not monetized.
And I'm doing about $2 a day. It is literally 100% off of my NOCO.
What's your sub count now?
1,026.
I'm at 2,577, and I'm not even close to monetized.
And I'm telling you, it's only because of that video. Give me a second.
So my public watch hours now are at 2721. 2721. That's not even enough for me to do memberships and supers and shit.
Let's see here. Analytics dashboard. Oh, back to the top.
I'm gonna have to do a review on my 2 amp and my 10 amp NOCO, because I love them. They're great. They're great chargers, and for the price, they're really worth it. When I bought my 2 amps, they were cheap. They were super cheap. I think they may have been 25 or less.
So I went over a complete.
I bought those 7. Oh God, I bought those when I lived in. It's been about 7-8 years ago.
So I did one on the 5. I have 133,000 views on that. That has made half of the money I have made on YouTube.
Holy shit.
Off that one video.
That is probably more views than half my videos combined.
And I think the only reason why it is there's a certain portion of it that is played way more than the rest of it. Because I think there's certain things, because that's why I make videos and why I started making videos at all, is if I got to go find something on YouTube and I can't find specifically what I'm looking for, screw it, I'm buying it because I'm going to do it anyways, or I already have it, and I'm going to figure it out, and then I'm going to put a video out on it, because if I'm looking for it and can't find it, somebody else will. And I went through every function of it. I went through how to set it up.
Oh, yeah.
All that. And it was like a 10 or 12-minute video.
My most viewed video is from 4 years ago, and it's only got 22,000 views on it.
So I have that one at let me see here.
My most viewed short is from 2 months ago. It's also got 22,000 views on it.
It's got 133,000 on that one.
GT Sport, my God, what a weird one to get a fucking 22,000 views on.
And then I made an update one. I think it was like 6 months later or 1 year later or something like that with it.
Yeah.
And kind of the things I had learned. It's got 20,000.
Okay, so here's the fun part. My most viewed video is 22,000 4 years ago. My second most viewed video is the first part of that video, which is 8,500. It's less than half. And my third most viewed is 2.9 thousand. That's it, 2.9. It goes 2.9, 8.5, 22. 4 years, and 11 months ago. But I did notice that my most viewed videos was the Ford Mustang GT long tube header install part 2, then part 1, then my strut spring compressor unboxing, and then my Fiesta ST air ride installation, my fourth most viewed at only 2.3 thousand, and it's 4 years old. My fifth is the Noco Genius 10 versus Schumacher 15 amp battery charger at 1.7 thousand 9 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sucks. I am never going to make money on YouTube, and I don't really care. My original intention on YouTube was not to make money. It really wasn't, so I'm fine.
Mine was the same thing. Mine was specifically, I feel like there's a lot of dumb things that I feel like we'll sit here and talk about things with common sense, and most people are like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you could probably make a video on how to use a jack. I can be honest. And I think it would do ridiculous because there's that many people in the world that want to do things on their own now because of prices.
Or how to change a spare tire using the stuff that comes in your car. The problem is I don't have a single car that has the original stuff in it. I don't.
I could probably do it. That's not a bad idea for a video.
I don't have any of my old jacks. I don't have any of the scissor jacks left. They're all gone.
I'll buy it. I still, Autumn's got hers. Then my company car's got it. So, actually, but it is amazing.
Car may have one. I don't know. Okay, Colleen's car does have one. She just said so.
Well, there you go. Make that video. I'm sure, and that's the thing is,
and
the most basic
put
videos
it on the side of the road. I'll just do it on the side of my road, but I should put it on the side of the road and do a how to change your tire. Put the spare on video. I could do that this weekend. It would be hard.
But it's a video that's needed in today's world. And that's the thing is they're like, how's people so stupid? It's because
I've already done the change your oil video, but I did one without making a mess, and that was amazing. It was my Mustang too, and I did it without. I do need to change the oil on that too because it's got water in the oil.
Something I've noticed with any YouTube channel that I watch, I'll always go back to like the beginning of their channels. Their stuff it might be really in depth now, but like in the beginning, it was just basic stuff.
Stupid.
Yeah. Something simple that drew you into it because you had interest in it. Now, next thing you know, you're watching them all the time.
I mean, that's the way it always is. So, I mean,
Yes,
I
sir.
haven't made it. I did just make a video. When was it? Just this week. I forget what I did.
I haven't made an actual long form video in a while. It's been mostly shorties.
I made one short because YouTube was saying I wasn't going to be eligible if I didn't put something up in the next 30 days. That was how long it had been. So I ended up going to Richmond and getting that final race, getting that final couple laps. That was fantastic. That got like 12,000 views on shorts.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Nice.
I do like my last couple of shorts have only gotten like 500 to 600 views. And it's unusual because for a while they were doing 10,000 views a short. And now they're doing 500.
I just did a video this past week. It was changing the oil on my AR Blue 630 electric pressure washer. You would not believe. You go look on YouTube, there's like 2 videos, and the guys are guessing. They don't know any of the capacities. They don't know how to fill it. They're just guessing.
I look all that shit up before I do anything.
Well, that's the thing is AR Blue doesn't give you any of that information. They don't give you capacities of it. They don't tell you what oil they tell you what oil it takes and when to change it. That's it. They give no information.
Yourself. That's easy.
What's that?
I said you figure out the capacity yourself by filling.
I did it. That's exactly what I did. I drained it into a mixing cup that had milliliters and ounces on it.
That's smart.
And I put it on video. I haven't edited the video. I need to do that because there's really nobody. And then there's one video that's okay. The other video, the kid's just shaky. It's like you can't even see what he's doing. I'm like, oh my God, you're killing me here.
God,
I got a headache.
I've seen these videos where you can't tell what anybody's doing.
Yep.
Like, what are you doing, dude? How about show us? Oh, no, you can't because this video's crap because they either don't place the camera stationary or they're holding it in their hand while they're trying to do everything with one hand, which doesn't work.
Yep.
Or they do the thing where they put it on the head mount or the chest mount and they move too much and the camera's not aimed at what they're doing.
I will never, ever do that. Yeah. I feel that is almost completely useless. Those cameras are never helpful.
I was watching a video like that this evening on grip replacement for like the Staccatos, the Springfield Prodigies. Really? And there's a sear spring on even the 2011s, 1911 double stacks, whatever you like to call them, but it's got 3 fingers. And those finger placements on that sear spring are like crucial. And if one pops out of place, you're done. And his camera was like right below where those fingers, where you'd be able to see the fingers and how they engage the sear and everything else. It was stupid.
There's only one guy I can think of that has a head mount, and he reviews paint guns. And he's like from overseas. I want to say he's in Europe somewhere. And he does a pile of paint gun stuff. And he's just in this like crowded garage and he paints like tanks and he's kind of doing a voiceover. You can see everything he's doing. It's as clear as day. I don't know how he does it. But he's the only one that's not shaky with a camera.
Huh. Yeah, some of them are like really shaky. It's like, ugh.
Yeah. When I get my truck done, I can't wait till I get it done because I'm going to probably start doing videos on it because everybody that owns a 90s model Ford pickup truck has absolutely zero clue how to function a camera.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm like, my God.
It's a huge problem I've noticed on a lot of channels that have massive views, though. They have like just tons, like hundreds of thousands of views, and they cannot hold a camera straight to save their ass. You can't see what they're doing, but they're young, so they get views.
I can't. Pretty much in today's era, if you're a young woman and you can grab a camera and you can pretend to work on a car, you'll be rich.
You're going to have 100,000 views in 5 minutes.
And then they're going to be like, everybody loves me. They're like, no, they love your ass.
Yeah, it's so fucking bullshit. But it's the world.
Sex sells.
Yeah, I
Been
guess.
told that all my life. Now it's just made it online.
Yeah, now I'm just an old man who can't get views because I'm an old man.
Got to put out some more log form content. That's the thing.
I know.
It
doesn't matter even if I do. They don't get views.
I've got tons that have no views. They haven't even made it to 8,000. It is a lot of them was my first videos because I started figuring out where I was going wrong and how I wanted to do things, and I bought a tripod
doing this since January of 2019. So 5 years, almost 6 years now.
I started September.
And so 4 years ago, my best video is 22,000 views from 4 years ago.
I'm trying to think. I started September 22.
I'll ask my friend Alex that works down here. She's a bartender, or one of her friends, if they'll just pop in a video for you and say how great you are.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
These girls are hotter than a $2 pistol. Well, Alex, she swings the other way, but she's really funny. She likes me. Like the other day, I went back in there. I went in before the hurricane, and she's like, "Man, I don't know if I got enough stuff. I don't know if I got this. I don't know if I got that." I said, "Listen, if you don't, I'll hit you up and let you know." She's like, "Okay, here, hit me up this way." So I'm like, "All right, cool." So I didn't hear from her, and I went in there Saturday night and just said, hey to her. Said, "Hey, I just wanted to make sure you were all right. You made through it okay." She's like, "Oh my God, thank you so much for thinking about me." And she came around the bar, said goodbye to me and everything else, and her friends like, "Oh, hey, what's going on? How are you?" I'm like, "Hell yeah. The dog may be old, but he still hunts."
Yeah, I quit hunting years ago. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not hunting anymore. I hung up my hat on that.
You're bona fide. You're a suitor now, Nate.
I'm good with that many years ago, and I'm very happy with that. So, yeah, as soon as you met her and she moved in with you, you hung up your hat. Just so you know.
Yeah, pretty much. But at that point in time, it's like I didn't, and still now, it's like I was all I've ever wanted was just somebody that'd be around for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and I could tolerate, and they could tolerate me.
Yeah,
that's
let alone get along.
They can tolerate you. That's the thing.
Yes,
same with me. They can tolerate me. No way.
Yeah. Normally,
my wife's still here.
Normally it's me. It's like as soon as I find my underwear, I'm leaving.
You even have to find your underwear, man.
That's perfect.
I am so happy to not be in those days anymore. I really am.
You know, when everybody looks back on those days, and they're like, "Man, I wish I could have them back." And I'm like,
"No, I don't."
If you went back, you'd be lost.
You know what? I don't, though. I don't wish I could have those back. The only thing I wish I could have back was my youth and my vitality. You know, my body being not falling apart like it is. That's the only thing I wish for, and I wish for that with my wife currently.
Yeah.
It's a thing. I am so happy with who I'm with now that I don't need anything else other than me not to fall apart like I am. I want to be able to go out and do the things I want to do normally without hurting so much that I just don't do them. Like 10 years ago, these cars that I have that are broken out in my garage would be fixed. They'd be done. I'd have had them fixed already. I'd have had the Mustang running and the Focus. Both done. No problem. Now, no. It takes forever for me to even get the motivation to work on them. And I think that when I get the Mustang running again, I may go back to stock with it.
I wouldn't blame you.
Or just stock plus and just enjoy it to drive it again as a daily driver.
That's where I think I am with my Mustang. Like I wanted to, when I got it, I was like, man, I want to make this thing fast. And you know what? The more I drive it around, I went, do I really want to put a supercharger on this thing that bad?
I can't drive mine on the street now. It's not legal. I don't have tabs on it. I don't have insurance on it. It's a drag car only. But I have this brand new rear subframe that I can put in it that'll take it back to stock, basically. On the subframe.
Yeah.
Then I I may even pull the Whipple off of it and just go back to stock. I have all the parts to do it. I could do it, no problem. Now I would leave the long tube headers in. I would leave the 18 plus intake on it and that tune, which gave it like 50 more horsepower, and just enjoy it as a daily driver. I love
How many pounds does it make right now, that Whipple? Do you got it set for?
14 psi.
Can you just pulley down to where it's like more manageable? Like
I am pulling down.
This as far as it goes?
No, I could go one. I think there's one more bigger pulley. There's one. It doesn't go and it only drops at like 1 psi or so.
It'd be nice if you could pulley that thing down to where, or pulley it up to where it was more manageable.
I'm at a 4-inch. I think I'm at a 4-inch pulley right now, and the best they do is is one more above that, and it only drops it down like 1 or 2 psi. So
and like
it's 14 pounds right now, and it would go down to like 13 or 12, and I'd still have to run E85 in it.
Yeah, that's mine. Like mine, I've thought about it. Like, do I want it? Like, I want to put a Roush 2.3 on it severely.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I almost just would rather put a centrifugal on it just for the simple fact of I'll be able to enjoy it at low RPM.
I really wish when I got that, before I bought that. So you got to realize I bought the Whipple. I bought that Whipple with the 10 rib kit. So it came with the 10 rib kit, the Whipple. It came with that 4-point cage I have that I'm about to sell. It came with 2 front seats that were, the nice lightweight racing seats. It came with harnesses. It came with, oh God, I can't remember all the other stuff it came with that I've already gotten rid of a bunch of it. And I bought all that for $8,000. That's the only reason I bought all that.
Okay.
Now, had the ESS kit been out, which was only $6,000 at the time when the first one came out, they're much better now. The one that Ken's got on his car is much better.
Yeah.
But had those been out, I'd have bought that in a heartbeat because it's more like a turbo where it's more controllable and I could run, 93 octane.
I'm having such a hard time. Like, do I want instant power to where it blazes the tires? Because is that really fun on the road?
I do love it. I do love the power it has. It's got just over 900 at the wheel, and it's awesome power. But I can't put it down worth a damn with the manual transmission I have. And right now, the clutch that I should not be gone because it was less than 1,000 miles, and the clutch doesn't work anymore. It's a twin disc fucking McLeod. It should still be fucking working.
That's the thing is, like, I see so many people with the twin discs, and at your power, it starts to make a lot of sense to have one.
Yeah.
But like, people put them in their cars, and a couple thousand miles later, you're hearing about how they're broken. I'm like,
yeah, no shit.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Manic had problems with theirs too.
So my original clutch died at 24,000 miles. The stock clutch, made in Turkey. The flywheel side completely obliterated itself. But I changed that out and I put in a oh God, what was the name of it? It started with an E.
Exetti.
Yeah, I put an Exetti like stage 2 or whatever, just a cheap one. And it worked great, and it's still good. I don't think I kept it, unfortunately, when I put the McLeod in. I should have kept it because it was still fucking good. The Exetti with the stock flywheel worked. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it when I changed it. I just changed it to a better one because I was putting a supercharger on it, and I knew it was going to be a lot more power. And the Exetti just wasn't made to handle that power, the one I had.
Yeah, you probably have the same one I have in mind now. It's like the Mach 500. It's like a stage
Yeah,
4 or
basically.
5. It holds up to like 700 foot-pounds of torque.
No, mine was lower than that. It was like for stock power, basically, just above stock power. So
Mine's the biggest one you could get without going to ceramic.
yeah, see, that's the thing.
Or
is
dual
Mine
disc.
wasn't that. The XD I had was like the stage 2. You know,
Oh,
it was
okay.
like, it was one above stock, and that because it was fine because I was just basically overstock at the time because I had a 2018 manifold in mine, the intake manifold, or not, yeah, intake manifold, and so it gave me about that, and the long tube headers gave me about 50 more horsepower. So I went with something a little bit better, and it worked fine. And there was nothing wrong with it. In fact, when I took it out, it looked brand new. It did. It looked great when I swapped it over to the one that I put in before the Whipple because I knew I was putting the Whipple in. I also changed my rear end gearing out to 331s because I was putting the Whipple in so that it would be an easier takeoff in first gear, which I still have not been able to do. I'm still trying to take off in second gear because first gear just spins the tires. With a
Wow.
351 rear end gearing. And so I've been thinking lately now that the Whipple's broken, it needs a new intercooler, which is money that I don't have. That I just take it off and go back to stock,
And enjoy it for what it was meant to do.
and then start using it as a daily and quit racing it. Quit taking it to drag strip.
Yeah, you could go race it, but you know what? It's a lot cheaper to race it, and a lot less damaging to it if you take it racing just basically stock.
I do, but I love. It's the reason I have it is it's my drag car, and that's what I want it for. I want to be able to break into the. I want to take it to a quarter-mile track and hit the 10s. I'm not even looking for 9s or 8s. I'm looking for 10 seconds in a quarter, which is slow anymore.
Relatively. Well, listen, gentlemen, my phone's about to die. I'm going to pop off of here.
Hey,
thank you very, very much for having me on tonight. Nate, always good talking to you, sir.
Dad, thanks for coming in.
Later,
man.
T. Always good talking with you, too.
I'm gonna get hold of you, Ted, and we're gonna figure out a weekend for me to come down and hang out at least for one night.
You got it, brother. Anytime. You know this.
Yeah. Well, anytime that you're not working.
Copy that, sir.
And I'm not working.
I hear you.
Yeah. Hey,
all right,
thanks
ladies.
for coming in, man. I'm about to shut it down. It's been 3 hours anyway.
Copy that.
It's 12:10 here.
Hey, who's left in the chat? If you're left in the chat, say hey if you can before I shut this thing down.
Good night, everybody in the chat. Night, y'all.
Night, T.
Hey, it says there's 3 people still in here, so
I don't know. That's one of them things I'm having a hard time. I mean, granted, my Mustang ain't getting anything done to it till we move. That's a conclusion. And my buddy at home, he tractor pulls a lot, but his dad's the reason why I'm in the Mustang. So basically, his dad tractor pulled and had a badass tractor, and his dad raced, and he had basically a stock Fox body that is now Dustin's. So Dustin took over tractor pulling, and I took over Mustangs. Well, now he's kind of wanting to get more in the drag racing whenever I come home. So I think we're going to end up building a drag car. So it's kind of allowed me to, we're not going to make my car a race car.
Yeah, don't make, no. You got a boss, man. You leave that thing to be just a boss, man. These things are awesome. They're fun.
And that's the reason why I kind of want to put a centrifugal on it, because it'll retain a lot of its driving characteristics it has.
Is yours a 5 or a 6-speed?
6. It's got an MT82.
It does have the MT80.
Yeah.
What year is it? 13?
13, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got its issues. I think third gear synchronizer is toast.
Oh, they
works,
probably are.
But it is what it is. I'm gonna send it out. I'm not gonna. I was gonna do a T56, and I'm like,
I will say I do know how to rebuild those.
What, the MT82s?
Yeah, they're not hard.
No, that's what I've understood. I've seen there's very few videos on it, but there is, because I have considered doing a Coyote swap and making a race truck 4-wheel drive and not buying the actual truck, buy like an older one. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what transmission can I put behind this?
6R80.
No, see, I want to keep a manual. I'm a manual guy. I don't care
Oh,
if an
if you're a
automatic's
manual guy, then you
faster.
go with the well, what was the manual before the MT82? The 56?
No, it was TR60 or TR6060. It's basically a T56, but I gotta be able to put a transfer case on it.
Fuck. There's a Mustang or there's a Mosquito in my. I just
It's all
saw it
good.
and missed it.
The only thing I can think of, I had found trying to find rebuild videos, which there's like none. That tranny was used in a Land Rover overseas, which are 4-wheel drive. And there's a bunch of Europeans that do videos on how to rebuild MT82s out of Land Rovers. And I went, huh, it already has a transfer case. And it's
I'm
already
not
the
a
car
fan
that
of
goes
the
on my motor.
MT82. Just
What's
so
it?
you know, I'm not a fan of the MT82. I'm just not.
I'm not either. My problem with the T56, too long of a ratio.
Well, you can get a T56 with a better ratio in it. You can nowadays. T56, great transmission, and if you buy it from a place that'll do their gears for you, you can make the ratio whatever you want it.
Yeah.
But it's money. It's just
Yep.
money. But the T56 design was way better than the MT82.
Yeah.
And that's stout wise, not in how it works. How it works, MT82 is actually a really good transmission the way it's designed, if they use better parts in it.
I think that's where you could probably fix it. So I said if I was to rebuild this transmission,
I have a rebuilt MT82.
you have a stage 3.
I do, and it's not.
I do not want a stage 3. I think I get a stage 2 to where they upgrade the factory stuff and leave everything else alone.
Yeah, I probably should have gone that way too. But
I'm going to try it. People say they don't hold up. I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. But you can upgrade to let
I'm
it
going
failure.
to say that I don't think they do either. And if this transmission fucks up, if it's not my clutch and it's the transmission, I will go back to stock MT82 before I do anything else. And I will never say a good word about that company again.
Now there is.
In fact, I'll say bad words about them if that's what the case is. If it's not the clutch and it's the transmission that's giving me issues, then it will be me coming down on them with hellfire.
Now that's the other thing I've read about is like, I'm like, you know what? I'll just rebuild this transmission myself.
Yeah.
I have had automatics apart. If I can rebuild an automatic, we can pull a manual apart.
Oh, manuals
put it back together.
compared to autos.
I can tell you the thing is anywhere you go to look for parts, it's almost like everybody has something bad to say about these parts.
Well, the thing is like with the transmission I have, they will not sell. Nobody will sell the parts individually. If you want it fixed, you have to send it back to them.
Yep, it's exclusive to Bed Caliber,
and that
which is
bullshit.
Kind of a joke.
That is so much fucking bullshit. And
It's
if
a
I were
monopoly.
able to go up there and talk to them, oh man, they'd get a damn earful. That's for damn sure.
I wish I could figure out a transmission.
I spent half as much having it fixed as I did to have it done the first time. And that's bullshit. It should only cost me, by their rules, $400 to $500 to have a rebuild. But no, it cost me like $1,500 to have it fixed.
Now, did you send your core out to them and have them do it, or did you buy one and send yours?
Originally, I sent it to them, had them do it, and send it back to me.
Okay.
Right. But then when it broke the first time, which was less than 1,000 fucking miles, and then I went in, and Ken was going to have it fixed by his friend who does, fixes transmissions, but he couldn't get the parts he needed because they're exclusive, to them. Yep. We had to send it back. I thought it was going to be $500. It cost me $1,500 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
That was way too fucking much. It blew my budget out of the water.
And see, that's the thing is I question them stage 3s because anytime I ever see anything on like the Boss forums or anywhere else, People with stage 3 have problems. And then in the comments, people are like, I have stage 2, and it's all, and you never hear anything bad about the stage 2, like
Yeah,
the stage
no,
2, where they kept all
ridiculous.
the factory gears.
Yeah, because they don't change out the gearing.
They
And
change.
I thought that's what I wanted was the new gearing. It's hardened. It's got the special stuff on it, and they're the semi-helical or whatever they are, the helical gears instead of the straight cut.
And they're actually a different ratio too.
It's slightly. It's not. It's
not by a lot, but
it's
they
not-
did lower
it's
it a
not
little
enough to
bit.
say so. But it's like that gave me problems, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then you say when it needs fixed or something, it's like only supposed to be $400 to $500, and yet when it happens, you charge me $1,500 for it.
Yeah.
So where the fuck did that? I mean, let me meet this guy face to face, and back
I think
down.
a lot of people would love to.
Yeah, back down, motherfucker. Talk to me about it. I doubt he would because he's not as big as I am.
But here's the thing: when you're
He's got
exclusive
money.
and you're the only guy in the game,
Yeah. Well,
you can
I'm
do
going to
whatever you
change that
want.
one of these days. I think I'm going to get that to change. So he's not the only fucking guy in the game.
I'd love to see somebody else come out with a transmission outside of Tremec
Yeah.
or whatever coming in at factory being
All the
built.
major guys.
I'd love to see anybody build
Yeah,
an actual transmission.
this guy would not fucking stare me face to face and
No.
tell me anything. He wouldn't. He'd back the fuck down if I were in his face. He would. Because I'm not small. I am very intimidating to people.
Yes.
But I'm usually a nice guy. It's just
That's
when you piss me off, you get what you get.
Yep.
And if you're face to face with me, you will not fucking intimidate me. Nobody does. Nobody. I don't care if you're 3 feet taller than I am. You don't intimidate me.
I've only been intimidated by 2 people on this earth, and they're my parents.
I was going to say one of them, my dad, the other one was my mom, and they're both gone now. So guess what?
There's nobody left. Both mine are still here. So
there's neither of them are left. So fuck it. What do I have to lose now?
Oh, I didn't say anything. My dad, he had surgery done, and he made it out good. They
Oh, good.
He whenever he broke his ribs back in April.
Oh God.
He's like 3 months into recovery. They said they'd take up to 6 months to heal.
Yeah, he's fine now, right?
No. He's
No?
3 months into this. He's like, I have no energy. I'm short of breath. My ribs still hurt as if they're still. He could breathe, but you could tell he's just worn out from it. He didn't know what was wrong.
How old's your dad?
He'll be he's 59. He'll be 60 in April.
Oh, geez, he's older than I am.
But before he broke his ribs, I mean, there was nothing that ever stopped him. He ran around.
He's 6 to 7 years older than I am, and I understand that because, yeah, I woke up the other day with a cramp that turned into ripping my fucking calf muscle. A cramp ripped my calf muscle because it was so hard.
Wow.
Yeah, it still hurts. And it's all because I play soccer with my dog and I kick her soccer balls. And
see, my dad doesn't do any of that stuff. My dad just is constantly building stuff.
I'm not. I sit at a desk and I work on a computer.
But he ended up having, I think I told you guys about him needing his appendix out, so he had to go do that.
Yeah, I did that when I was 19.
And while he was in there, they tried treating him for pneumonia.
Oh.
And then he went for a follow-up, and they said, hey, we're going to send you to the lung doctor because he was diagnosed with mild emphysema.
Really?
And I'm like, now this stuff's all adding up. It all has to do with your smoking. That's why you can't breathe, but it doesn't make any sense.
Smoke?
You break your... Oh, yeah, he smokes like a chimney.
Oh, yeah.
But it was just like a flip of a switch. You broke your ribs, and now you're having problems breathing. And you've never had problems breathing. So what happened? So he goes to the lung doctor, and they looked. Come to find out, he had blood around, what was it? Between the lung and they call it the pericardial layer, I believe. It surrounds it.
Yeah.
He had blood in there.
Oh, in between, in the sac that surrounds your lungs?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it was
that's not good.
building. It was something's bleeding, and it was. They said it was from whenever he broke his ribs. And between the two doctors and the surgeon that did the surgery, so we don't understand why nobody took care of this or seen it when you broke your ribs.
You
This
should
is
have.
clear as day. So what was happening is basically whatever's leaking or was bleeding and being re-ruptured, it would dry like a scab. If you pick the scab and then just let it bleed over top of the scab, and then pick the scab and let it bleed over top of the scab.
Oh,
It
yeah.
just builds and builds and builds like scale and metal bolted
Got
together.
worse and worse.
What has happened is it actually crushed the bottom half of his lung.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can
He
see
lost, they said he lost somewhere between 20 and 25% of his one lung
that.
capacity.
You say 25% probably of one lung?
Yep. So he had one of the breathing things that you breathe into, and it's got the ball and it's got the lines on it.
Yeah, they made me do that every time I come out of surgery.
Well, he had one whenever he got his after he broke his ribs, and he couldn't push the ball halfway. It was too much.
Oh, that's
They put him in surgery. He was in surgery for 6 hours. They peeled back like an orange, they said, like an orange peel constantly for 6 hours straight, peeling blood out of him, dried up blood. And he got like a couple tears in his lung when they do it. They said it's normal, it'll heal. They got drainage tubes. They got 3 drainage tubes in him now. He come out of surgery. They left him on a ventilator overnight to let his body rest. And then they took him off. When he came to, he said he seen one of them things you blow into next to him. And that was his indication of, ooh, I know what I could do. Let's see what I can do now. He said he about busted the top out of it.
Really?
And that was directly out of surgery. He's got tubes in his lungs. He got holes. No problems.
Well, good for
All
him.
problems were gone.
Oh, I wish I was that way, but I'm not. I mean, I don't. The breathing problems I don't have because I quit smoking almost 10 years ago. It'll be 10 years in January.
You don't have breathing problems now. How,
And,
I don't know, but
and yeah, I'm happy for him. That's a good thing. But
so
this live stream's been going for 3. Oh God,
3.5.
it's 3.5 hours. I'm gonna have to end this. I need to go to bed. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
You and me both. I will catch up with you probably next week if we don't see any other live streams.
I'm hoping to run one this weekend, actually. But if not, I will see you next week.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks. I'll catch you later.
Hey, everybody in the chat, if you're still there, nobody is. And everybody have a good day. And I will see you on the next one. This one is